Hello, welcome to the Fanfic Majesty. 4N. Chapter 61. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 61 Uchiha Annihilation Plan. Awesome. After perceiving the ability of distinguished heavenly gods and distinguished heavenly gods light, Uchiha Ryujin stretched lazily. Thanks to eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, whether he was casting time acceleration, time retreat, or distinguished heavenly gods and distinguished heavenly gods light, the side effects were not that big. As long as you don't overdraw your pupils by yourself, there will be almost no side effects, and your eyes won't be blinded. The next step is when Rinnegan thought of this. Uchiha Ryujin's eyes condensed slightly, lost in thought. In the original work, Uchiha Madara obtained Senju Hashirama's cells after the Battle of End Valley, and when he was dying, he inspired Chakra of Sage of Six Paths, turning on eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and evolving into Rinnegan. Uchiha Sasuke is even simpler. After gaining the power of Sage of Six Paths, the left eye evolved into Rinnegan. Forget it, let's take care of Konoha village first. It didn't take long before Uchiha Ryujin smiled and shook his head. There is a god-level sign in system. He only needs to sign in step by step become stronger. What's more, Uchiha Shisui was killed by him, and the high-level Konoha village, Shimura Danzo, must have been unable to help it. A good show is about to be staged, and somehow, Uchiha Ryujin is looking forward to the moment when Shimura Danzo, the masked man, Uchiha Itachi, Uchiha, is annihilated. The following few days. Advertisement. Konoha village is still as calm as ever. Even the death of Uchiha Shisui did not cause any waves. Neither the Uchiha clan nor the high-level officials of Konoha village expressed any opinions about this, but there are rumors that Uchiha Shisui had mental problems and committed suicide by jumping into the Nanhei River and died. In this regard, most civilians and ninjas, I feel sorry for Uchiha Shisui, the instant Shisui of the Megatron ninja world has a mental problem. However, what many ninjas and civilians in Konoha village don't know is that the Uchiha clan has begun to act low-key again. On the contrary, Konoha's roots and Anbu are in contact with each other more frequently. Affected by this, the slightly larger family in Konoha village began to be cautious and cautious. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Joke. They are not political idiots. Of course, I know that Konoha village looks light and windy on the surface, but dark tide is surging in the dark, and something big will definitely happen. Konoha village, the base of the roots. In a dark and cold office, Uchiha Itachi, how are you thinking about it? Shimura Danzo twisted his bandage-wrapped right hand, and said with a cold face, Uchiha Shisui is dead, and the conflicts of the Uchiha clan are even more unadjustable. Now is the best opportunity to implement the Uchiha extermination plan. While the Uchiha clan is not ready well, we were caught off guard by the Uchiha clan. Is there really no other way? Hearing these words, Uchiha Itachi, wearing a cat face mask, wearing an Anbu costume, and carrying a samurai sword, flashed a ray of pain in his eyes, and said bitterly, Uchiha Shisui was dead. Is it not enough? Advertisement. Ha ha. Shimura Danzo frowned when he heard the words, and scolded, it must not be enough. Only by disappearing from Konoha village can the Uchiha clan completely solve this problem. Uchiha Itachi sighed in despair. However, neither Uchiha Itachi nor Shimura Danzo expected that someone else would kill Uchiha Shisui. Perhaps the contradiction is too deep, causing everyone to misunderstand each other, the Uchiha clan. It was Konoha who killed Uchiha Shisui, and Konoha thought it was the Uchiha clan who killed Uchiha Shisui. In the end, both sides had a tacit understanding of the unified caliber, acquiescing that Uchiha Shisui was mentally ill and died by jumping into the river. Uchiha Itachi, agree or disagree? At this time, Shimura Danzo became a little impatient and increased his tone, saying, if you disagree, our roots and Anbu will do it. By then, you know what the consequences are. It is good. Uchiha Itachi gritted his teeth, clenched his fists, and nodded in pain. No way. At this time, he has no choice, especially since third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen has not even seen him, which means that the Konoha executives have made up their minds. Ask for flowers. Based on this, in order to prevent Konoha village from falling into civil strife, for the prosperity of Konoha village, and to protect Uchiha Sasuke, Uchiha Itachi has no choice but to agree. Wise choice. Shimura Danzo slowly got up, nodded with a sneer on his face, and said meaningfully, we will do it in the evening 3 days later. At that time, you'd better get rid of your parents to avoid Uchiha Fugaku's stubborn resistance. Advertisement. No hum. In the next instant, Uchiha Itachi's eyes suddenly turned into a mysterious red color, and he instantly entered Mangekyo Sharingan mode, and then a horrible pupil power swept out. Shimura Danzo, I can agree to your conditions, but, if Uchiha Sasuke has any problems in Konoha village, don't blame me for being cruel. Don't worry, I know how to measure. Shimura Danzo nodded with a gloomy face, and said, With you, we dare not do anything to Uchiha Sasuke. By the way, Uchiha Ryujin, who will deal with it? In vain, Uchiha Itachi seemed to have thought of something, and said solemnly that this Uchiha Ryujin was a rare physical elite Jonin in Konoha village 7 years ago, and his strength is extraordinary. Don't worry, someone will deal with him, a little physical ninja, this time he will be sent on the road. Not talking about Uchiha Ryujin, but when talking about Shimura Danzo, I think of Uchiha Ryujin. He was insulted and disdainful, and said that he was not worthy to get involved in the Uchiha clan. Now he not only wants to get involved in the Uchiha clan, but also destroys the Uchiha clan in his presence. It is good. Uchiha Itachi took a deep look at Shimura Danzo, flashed his body, and left. It's a pity a pair of Mangekyo Sharingan. After Uchiha Itachi left, Shimura Danzo's eyes appeared greedy, but when he thought of Uchiha Fugaku's Mangekyo Sharingan, he calmed down again. This time he will not only destroy the Uchiha clan, but also plunder a large amount of Sharingan and transplant it onto his arm. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collect. Flowers and comments. Cute. Thank you all. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 62. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 62 Blackening is 10 times stronger, and whitening is weak by 3 points, 4 more Neils for subscription. Do you want to do it after 3 days? Sneer. Soon after Uchiha Itachi left, with a slight spatial fluctuation, the masked man Uchiha Obito appeared in Shimura Danzo's office and made an indifferent voice. That's right. Shimura Danzo has obviously adapted to the mysterious masked man, and said in a low voice without raising his head. This time, third Hokage will open one eye and close one eye. Anbu will also assist us in our actions and arrange a large knot. The world covers the Uchiha clan's clan land, so we must fight quickly and destroy the Uchiha clan in the shortest time. Got it. The masked man Uchiha Obito nodded blankly, and said pointfully, if you are not at ease, I can help you hire some mercenaries to participate in this unprecedented extermination feast. I don't need to listen to this sentence after 5 to 8-3. Shimura Danzo simply refused. Just kidding. Don't look at the number of people in the Uchiha clan, but there are very few ninjas who have opened Sharingan. The more people who participate, the less Sharingan he can get. Casual. Masked man Uchiha Obito shrugged indifferently, he was just talking anyway. Nor does it expect the selfish Shimura Danzo to agree. By the way, Uchiha Ryujin of the Uchiha clan is left to you. Are you confident? The next moment, Shimura Danzo glanced suspiciously at the masked man Uchiha Obito, and reminded that, 7 years ago, Uchiha Ryujin was an elite athlete. Jonin, it may be here now. And a shadow-level physical ninja is not so easy to deal with. When it comes to this, Shimura Danzo's tone is obviously a little skeptical, the masked man in front of him, every time he hides his head and shows his tail, no one knows what his true strength is. Advertisement. In case it is a parallel import, the completion of the extermination plan will definitely be greatly reduced, rest assured, he will undoubtedly die after hearing this sentence. Masked man Uchiha Obito's tone suddenly went wrong, and he gritted his teeth and said, this time, I will let Uchiha Ryujin know what a real genius is. Shit. Before the voice fell, there was another spatial fluctuation. Masked man Uchiha Obito disappeared in the office. How can this masked man react so much? Uchiha Ryujin is a genius comparable to Kakashi. This is a well-known thing. Shimura Danzo furrowed his brows, a little confused, he couldn't figure it out. Why is Uchiha Obito, who has never been emotionally fluctuating? When talking about Uchiha Ryujin, there will be such a big grievance, just like a deep grievance woman. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. I hope you don't let me down. I'm still ready to exterminate Uchiha. After a while, Shimura Danzo condensed his mind and focused his excited eyes on a map in front of him. Yes, this is the Uchiha clan map. It is marked with the specific distribution of the guard ninjas of the Uchiha clan, as well as the shift time. Laugh. After leaving Danzo's office, Uchiha Obito's body appeared in a training ground in the central area of Konoha. It seemed that he recalled something, his fist clenched, and his expression became more and more ferocious and distorted. Obito, you are too weak. Too weak. Did you not eat today? You are really too weak. The scenes that were unbearable in the past continue to emerge in Uchiha Obito's mind, making Uchiha Obito's cold breath more intense and irritable. Advertisement. At the beginning, Uchiha Ryujin was known as a genius comparable to Kakashi, and he was a crane tail. Everyone is from the Uchiha clan, and they are of the same age. Naturally, they have a willingness to compare. Therefore, Uchiha Obito often takes the initiative to challenge Uchiha Ryujin. But every time I returned in a disastrous defeat, in the end. Uchiha Obito has not dared to challenge Uchiha Ryujin, because almost every challenge, he was hit by Uchiha Ryujin's fist without any resistance. 10 times, 20 times. With the increasing number of hits, Uchiha Ryujin has gradually become an indelible obsession in Uchiha Obito's heart, just like the death of Nohara Lin. Now that the Uchiha clan will be destroyed, then this time, Uchiha Obito will kill Uchiha Ryujin by himself and untie the obsessions he has been holding for many years. There is something wrong with your emotions. At this time, the fused black Zetsu and white Zetsu drilled out of the ground. White Zetsu frowned and said something inexplicably. It's nothing. Masked Man Uchiha Obito took a deep breath and said, just thinking of something bad. Bad things. White Zetsu was stunned, as if thinking of something. He said with a smile on his face, isn't it something you often get beaten by Uchiha Ryujin? Advertisement. To shut up. After being poked in the painful spot, Uchiha Obito snorted and scolded. Oh. White Zetsu sneered scornfully, but it was actually very strange. Black Zetsu made a hoarse voice. Every time we monitor this Uchiha Ryujin, we are practicing physique, just like a robot, tirelessly. While talking, Black Zetsu himself has something incredible. In fact, when he chose Uchiha Madara as a stand-in. In addition to the Uchiha Obito in front of him, there is another Uchiha Ryujin, but, after a long period of observation, Uchiha Madara took the initiative to give up Uchiha Ryujin. In Uchiha Madara's words, no matter how strong the physical skills are, there is no use for eggs. Don't worry about that much. Single quote. Uchiha Obito smiled coldly, took a 0.3 breath, stabilized his emotions, and said, this time, I want to calculate the old and new enemies together, and the Uchiha family should disappear. Ro. In response, Black Zetsu and White Zetsu nodded indiscriminately. As the so-called blackening is 10 times stronger, and whitening is weak by 3 points, the blackened Uchiha Obito is no longer the original crane tail. Dealing with a Uchiha Ryujin should be a breeze. As for why Uchiha is annihilated, it's not that Uchiha Madara instilled his helplessness and despair towards Uchiha people into Obito, and Obito, who agreed with Project Tasuki no Mi, didn't want to be limited to one clan. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and comments, cute and new. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 63. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 63 is this air cracked. 5 watches for subscription. Time flies quickly, in the blink of an eye. 3 days passed. That night, a full moon hung in the air. Just like during the Nine Tails chaos, the entire Konoha village was shrouded in bright moonlight, and there were strands of coldness in it. Konoha village, all families, large and small, seemed to have received some notices, and they all ordered the ninjas of their own families. It probably means, no matter what happens tonight, you can't get out of the house. In order to prevent accidents, Anbu's ninjas are also ready to go, all of them are in a state of battle. Central Region. The Hokage office in the Hokage building. Is it another sleepless night? Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen took the pipe, took a hard breath, and made a sighing sound. Ha 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 ha, the Uchiha clan is to blame. Sarutobi Hiruzen, even the things that second Hokage did not complete, were completed by us. Should we be happy? I saw Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura of the elders. Their old faces were full of excitement, just like they have completed some major historical mission. Yup. Advertisement. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen let out a puff of white smoke and nodded with a chuckle. He has always advocated the gradual weakening of the Uchiha clan. Now, since Shimura Danzo is willing to carry the pot, he can only enjoy it. Anyway, after the Uchiha clan was destroyed, what to do with Shimura Danzo and Uchiha Itachi, he thought about it. After the Sarutobi and Uchiha clan are destroyed, the Konoha security forces will be handed over to our elders. The next moment, Udatane Kaharu smiled on his old face and said slowly, our elders have been coveting the Konoha security force for a long time. You have Anbu, Danzo has roots, so we can equip our elders with a Konoha guard unit, isn't it too much? Mitokado Homura added with a grin. Can. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen took a deep look at Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, and finally nodded in agreement. Anyway, everyone is a grasshopper on a rope, and they are not afraid of any small actions by the elders. It is good. Then we are waiting for the good news from Danzo. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura got what they wanted, looked at each other, their expressions relaxed. Should I start? As for third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, he narrowed his eyes, picked up the pipe, and smoked it happily. At the same time, the Uchiha clan's clan. Perhaps due to the sudden killing of Uchiha Shisui, the entire Uchiha tribe has a precarious taste. Especially under the shroud of moonlight. There is also a feeling of black clouds pressing on the city to destroy the city. Knowing in advance the specific layout of the Uchiha clan, as well as the guard shift time, in the dark, there are many figures constantly entering the Uchiha clan lands like ghosts. Advertisement. And the perception type ninja of the Uchiha clan who was responsible for guarding tonight has been killed by Uchiha Itachi in advance. So, from beginning to end, none of the Uchiha clan found anything wrong. And within the Uchiha tribe, the central area, Uchiha Fugaku's house. As usual, after dinner, Uchiha Sasuke took the lead in going to sleep. Brother, send me to the ninja school tomorrow. As soon as I entered the room, Uchiha Sasuke suddenly turned his head and blinked. He said hopefully. Got it. Uchiha Itachi barely smiled. Okay. Uchiha Sasuke, who didn't know what was going to happen tonight, bounced and closed the door, thinking about the happy scene of his brother sending him to school. No way. For my genius brother, Uchiha Sasuke is very admired, and has always followed Itachi as an example, alas. The moment Uchiha Sasuke closed the door, Uchiha Fugaku, who had not spoken all the time, sighed and said in a deep voice, "Dear boy, you still chose to stand on the side of Konoha village after all. Itachi, are you going to do it?" And Uchiha Makoto, who was washing the dishes in the kitchen, walked to the living room without knowing anything, looking at Uchiha Itachi with a calm face. My father, my mother, you. Uchiha Itachi, who was staring so directly at Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Makoto, who had been in a state of entanglement, suddenly panicked. He didn't even think about it. My parents would dismantle themselves so easily and see what they are about to do. Silly boy, you are what we grew up watching. Advertisement. Seeing this scene, Uchiha Makoto chuckled and shook his head. No matter what you do, your father and I will support you. The only thing we can't let go is your brother Uchiha Sasuke. When it comes to this, a gleam of sadness flashed through Uchiha Makoto's eyes. My father, my mother, I. In an instant, Uchiha Itachi's mind was completely lost, and he could only stand in a daze, and opened his mouth. He wanted to say something, but couldn't say anything. Worthy of being my son. At this time, Uchiha Fugaku is much more relaxed, saying, you choose to stand on the side of Konoha village, I don't blame you, just because I am your father, understand? As a patriarch, I am undoubtedly incompetent, let's do it. In the next moment, Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha 210 Makoto glanced at each other, as if they had made a certain decision, and wisps of relief spread across their cheeks. Both of them can accept death in the hands of their son. Me. Uchiha Rongqiang suppressed the tears in his eyes, and tremblingly drew out the dagger behind him. He didn't want to do it, but, there was too much, Konoha village, the life of Uchiha Sasuke, Uchiha Shisui, etc. In addition, I feel extremely disappointed with the Uchiha clan's equipment. Sorry. In the end, Uchiha Itachi took the cat face mask and put it on his cheeks, covering the painful cheeks, and then holding the dagger in his hand, he did not hesitate to kill his parents. Hands on, hands on, hands on, and the moment Uchiha Itachi started. Suddenly, it was agreed that the root ninjas hiding in the Uchiha clan land all showed cold smiles. However, just at this moment, Kaz. A series of very weird sounds sounded. Immediately afterwards, under the eyes of everyone, the air in the Uchiha clan was like a broken mirror, with wisps of cracks appearing. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection, flowers and comments, new ones, thank you all. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 64. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 64 Get out of me all. 6 more kneels for subscription. Quiet. A piece of dead silence. Facing the air, it bursts like a mirror. The entire Uchiha clan land fell into death in an instant. No way, no one thought. The air will split like a mirror. What is going on? Why is the air cracking? It's not like ninjutsu. It's over, we're going to expose it. The ninjas of the Uchiha clan seem to have noticed something wrong. Under the bright moonlight, many root ninjas who have already sneaked into the Uchiha clan and are ready to do it all showed a ray of horror, but they were very knowledgeable and didn't know what happened. On the contrary, nest grass, how did the air split? Something is wrong, I feel a lot of strange breath. Bad, enemy attack, enemy attack. Many elite ninjas of the Uchiha clan felt the cracks in the air, and instantly reacted. There was also a very individual perception type Jonin, who also felt a little bit. The result: if you don't perceive, you don't know. As soon as you perceive it, you are shocked. I don't know when, a lot of unfamiliar auras appeared in the Uchiha clan. Is this FCK okay? Don't even think about it. It must be an enemy attack, or a hostile attack by stealing the house. Advertisement. As the largest family in Konoha village. Despite being squeezed and suppressed by the high-level Konoha village these years. But, the most basic background is still there, especially in the face of such emergencies. Almost in an instant, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan entered a fighting state, and they flew towards the square in the center of the Uchiha clan. As for many civilians of the Uchiha clan, when he sensed that something was wrong, he quickly entered the underground tunnel that had been dug in advance. Damn it, don't care about these cracks that appeared out of thin air, do it all for me. At this moment, a Jonin hiding in the dark, gritted his teeth and roared, whether it was a civilian of the Uchiha clan or a ninja, none of them left. Kill without mercy. Okay, can't sneak attack anymore. This rooted Jonin is angry. Because, to deal with Uchiha, such a powerful family, once it can be caught off guard, it will have a multiplier effect with half the effort. Now I can only be forced to face it right now. There was a sound of breaking through the air, and all the root ninjas either hiding under the ground, hiding in the shadows, or hiding on the roof all flew out, looking coldly toward the nearest ninja of the Uchiha clan. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. The ninja at the root, the damn Konoha high level, is this going to destroy the Uchiha clan in a group? Seeing black shadows flying out from the dark, an elite of Konoha garrison troops, Jonin, and Sharingan in his eyes, he quickly entered the red three-hook jade form, and Kuwu was tightly held in his hand. He is going to kill and fight. It's a big deal with the roots, and the net is broken, and Konoha village. Blocked by the sudden appearance of root ninjas, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan quickly went into a state of madness after the initial panic. Especially the very few radical Uchiha ninjas. Maybe it's enough, maybe it's angered by Konoha's high-level actions, plus the long dissatisfaction with Konoha's senior management broke out for a long time, and 3-Tomo Sharingan was opened in an instant. Advertisement. But, just when the situation is about to break out, a scream sounded in vain. I saw a root ninja hit by a crack in the air, and his body was instantly shattered. There was no chance to perform ninjutsu. It turned into a cloud of blood and filled the air. Get out of here, and boom. There is no sign. A deafening roar resounded. Immediately afterwards, under the unbelievable eyes of countless Uchiha clan ninjas, the cracks visible to the naked eye in the air of Uchiha clan land seemed to be controlled by people. Started to attack each root ninja. In an instant, each of the root ninjas hadn't reacted, they were shocked alive, turned into a cloud of blood and disappeared in place. Huoshi Great Fireball Technique. Wind Style Wind Blade. Secret Technique Insect Clone. Shadow Clone Technique. However, some of the root ninjas who had reacted changed their expression suddenly, and they could only urge chakra to quickly seal their hands, trying to explode those cracks. However, the ideal is full, the reality is very skinny, bang. Accompanied by bursts of sound. The ninjutsu they used was bombarded by a shocking force at the moment they encountered a crack in the air, and it was immediately detonated. Shadow Clone was even more useless. The crack seemed to be able to tell which one was the real ontology. How can it be? Faced with such a weird power, many root ninjas in Uchiha clan were shocked, and there were rare rashes in their hearts. At the same time, in the central area, Uchiha Fugaku's home. Advertisement. Watching his short sword explode instantly by the cracks in the air. Uchiha Itachi showed an unbelievable look on his cheeks, and glanced at his father, Uchiha Fugaku, subconsciously. The expression was very simple. What kind of secret weapon is this Uchiha clan? Why don't I even know? Do not know. Facing Uchiha Itachi's suspicious eyes. Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Makoto are also in an extremely confusing state. The two were ready to die. Anyway, Uchiha Itachi killed them. They were not going to fight back. It was better to die in the hands of their son than to die in the hands of someone else. The results of it. Suddenly there were wisps of cracks in the air. More importantly, this crack seems to be controlled by the sudden sound. Wait a minute, why is that sound familiar? The next moment, Uchiha Fugaku seemed to have thought of something, frowned, but found helplessly that he couldn't recall the owner of this voice. No, it seems that I can't beg for death. A few seconds later, Uchiha Fugaku thought about it for a while, and then said to Uchiha Makoto neatly, "You take Uchiha Sasuke to the air raid shelter of the Uchiha clan, I have to take on the responsibility of the Uchiha clan chief." Seeing that my father didn't want to die. Suddenly, Uchiha Itachi is a bit messy and stupid. What's the matter with this? You don't want to die, then I still want to kill you. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and comments. Cute. Thank you all. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 65. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 65 Domestic Violence Scene. Mixed doubles, one more kneels for subscription. Father. Soon. After reacting, Uchiha Itachi took a deep breath, his eyes were certain, and slowly said that there is really no need for the Uchiha family to exist. Single quote. What did you say? Hearing these words, Uchiha Fugaku, who was about to go out, took a halt, turned his head, and whispered in a cold voice, Uchiha Itachi, you listen to me, you are not only my son, but a member of the Uchiha clan. I don't want you to say such rebellious things again. No. In the face of his father, who seemed to awaken suddenly, Uchiha Itachi, despite his guilt in his heart, slowly took out kunai, and said firmly, Konoha village and Uchiha clan cannot coexist, so today you don't want to die. Also have to die. Single quote. Uchiha Fugaku's eyes narrowed slightly, he sighed, and said with earnestness, Ku, you are my son. I am not only your son, but also a ninja of Konoha village, my father, I am burdened with too much, do you understand? When it comes to this, a ray of pain flashed across Uchiha Itachi's eyes. But, when I think of the will of fire, when I think of the irreconcilable contradiction between Konoha village 940 and the Uchiha clan, when I think of Uchiha Sasuke, he still mustered up his courage and roared, everyone in the Uchiha clan should die, you as my parents, it should be understood that the Uchiha clan's instruments cannot coexist with Konoha village. At this moment, advertisement. Uchiha Itachi's eyes quickly turned to a deep red color, and the pattern of Mangekyo Sharingan appeared in it. Obviously. After detecting a sudden change in the attitude of his parents, Uchiha Itachi has lost his mind and has completely lost his mind. He just wants to kill Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Makoto, and completely destroy the Uchiha clan. Itachi, as a father, I have no way to teach my son. Facing Uchiha Itachi, who turned on Mangekyo Sharingan, Uchiha Fugaku also slowly turned on Mangekyo Sharingan, staring at Uchiha Itachi with cold eyes, saying, I want to understand, Sasuke is still the best care for me and your mother, you are already dead. It's gone, Sasuke can't also get rid of it, right? Father, you actually said such a sentence. Bang. Maybe it's not acceptable. Uchiha Itachi's expression was a bit trance, and his heart was very painful. He vaguely recalled the scene when he was a child with Yamato Uchiha Fugaku. At that time, the one sentence he heard the most. It's the father who proudly said, Itachi, worthy of being my son, read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. It's all right now, my father said he was abolished, and now we must train Sasuke. Doesn't it mean that my father abandoned him and led the Uchiha clan to resist Konoha village? How could this happen? How could this happen? In an instant, Uchiha Itachi felt that the whole world was full of malice towards him. It was obvious that he was doing the right thing. Why can't others understand him? Kill. Under extreme anger, it is useless to say more. Uchiha Itachi can only spit out a word with cold eyes, okay. Uchiha Fugaku didn't want to say anything, but also took out kunai, and said in a low voice, let's take a look at your father's strength today. Advertisement. In an instant, the battle seems to be on the verge. In the original work, because the genocide plan was postponed for 2 years. Therefore, Uchiha Itachi was stronger, and Uchiha Fugaku completely gave up resistance, resulting in the Uchiha clan, known as Konoha's largest clan, was wiped out overnight. Now Uchiha Itachi has just awakened, Mangekyo Sharingan, obviously fell behind in aura. Wind up. Itachi, as my son, you disappointed me so much. But, just when I asked Bcei, Bo Itachi and Uchiha Fugaku to do it. Uchiha Makoto, who came out of the room holding Uchiha Sasuke, flashed his body and appeared in front of Uchiha Itachi, and the pair of Sharingan entered the state of 3 gold jade. Boom. A crisp sound rang out. Uchiha Makoto slapped Uchiha Itachi on the cheek, and the powerful force even made Uchiha Itachi's body back a few steps. No doubt, Uchiha Makoto is really moving too. As a ninja of the Uchiha clan, although Uchiha Makoto rarely showed his strength after marrying Uchiha Fugaku, but, under the blessing of 3 Tomo Sharingan, the elite Jonin still has the strength. So that, with a slap on Uchiha Itachi's right cheek, Uchiha Itachi was instantly regrettable. I can't recover for a while. Maybe. Uchiha Itachi didn't think of it either. Advertisement. His mother, who has always been fond of him, would actually slap him hard. Makoto, let me come. Seeing this scene, Uchiha Fugaku's eyes lit up slightly, as if he was also interested. A few steps forward, another slap on Uchiha Itachi's left cheek. You, an unfilial son, want to deceive your master and destroy your ancestors, Uchiha, and kill your own parents. It's like a beast. Pop. A crisp voice sounded. Another huge palm print appeared on Uchiha Itachi's left cheek. I am coming. Uchiha Makoto looked very serious, and seemed to be a little angry, but again slapped Uchiha Itachi on the cheek. I come too. When Uchiha Fugaku saw this, he immediately followed by slap. 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 The sound of face slaps sounded. In less than a minute, Uchiha's cheeks became extremely red and swollen, and he was completely stunned in place, looking blankly at his strange parents. My brother is being beaten. I still want to pretend to sleep. At this time, in Uchiha Makoto's arms, Uchiha Sasuke, who was pretending to be asleep, carefully squinted his eyes and watched his brother Uchiha Itachi being mixed doubles by his parents. He closed his eyes tightly and feared getting angry. Of course, the young Uchiha Sasuke didn't know. His parents, Uchiha Makoto and Uchiha Fugaku, were ruthless. He simply thought that his brother Uchiha Itachi had done something wrong and was receiving a lesson. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and comments. Cute. Thank you. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 66. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 66 Collection. Collection, second more guiding for subscription. It seems that I will also be obedient. While witnessing his brother playing mixed doubles, Uchiha Sasuke carefully closed his eyes and made a decision silently in his heart. After all, from the time he got to the age, the words he heard the most were that Ku is a genius and the pride of his parents. Thinking about, Uchiha Sasuke fell asleep in a daze. After performing a simple illusion surgery, Uchiha Makoto nodded at Uchiha Fugaku. The expression was very simple. His son Uchiha Sasuke has completely entered the dreamland. You take Sasuke to the air raid shelter. When Uchiha Fugaku saw this, he took a deep breath and said in a deep voice. Before, I was not a qualified patriarch, nor a qualified father. Now I decided to take on my responsibilities and obligations. Even if the Uchiha clan were to be destroyed, Konoha village would have to pay a heavy price. When it comes to this, a ray of firmness passed through Uchiha Fugaku's eyes. As for Uchiha Itachi, he has completely given up. After all, an incurable person can't wake up. If he can escape, he and Makoto are still young, so he can practice a trumpet again. Got it. Uchiha Makoto glanced at Uchiha Itachi, a look of unbearable flashes in his eyes, but he still hugged Uchiha Sasuke and left. Advertisement. I understand, father, mother, you must have won the strongest illusion distinguished heavenly gods. At the moment Uchiha Makoto turned around, Uchiha Itachi seemed to think of something, and said excitedly, someone must have performed illusions for you, otherwise, you would not be so different. Hurry up, my father, stand still and let me kill you so that the illusion will be solved and the Uchiha clan will no longer exist. Are you sick? After hearing this sentence, Uchiha Fugaku suddenly couldn't bear it. As the patriarch of the Uchiha clan, he hasn't seen any illusion arts that can be quietly performed under his eyelids. Besides, he doesn't think he has been in illusion. As for distinguished heavenly gods, don't be joking, Uchiha Shisui is dead, what about the Mangekyo Sharingan pair still in the hands of the senior Konoha? In this case, die. Seeing his mother holding Uchiha Sasuke and walking away, his father didn't believe in himself. He felt that the eyes of Uchiha Itachi, who had been betrayed by others, were cold, and he was already completely blackened, and his hands quickly formed seals. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Laugh. A scorching breath came out. While chakra was surging, Uchiha Itachi threw a fire dragon tens of meters from his mouth and attacked Uchiha Makoto's back. Itachi. Your opponent is me. When Uchiha Fugaku saw this, his expression remained unchanged, his body flashed, and his hands were also quickly forming seals, the fire tongue dragon fire technique. Boom. In the next instant, the two fire dragons collided, bursting out a hot energy shock wave, directly smashing the living room. Advertisement. Lasho. In a moment of shattering in the living room, Uchiha Itachi and Uchiha Fugaku glanced at each other, and then flew out. At the same moment, in the clan of the Uchiha clan, wisps of blood continue to permeate out, and there are constantly rooted ninjas, which are shaken into blood mist by the shock of the air crack and fill the air. Go. However, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan are more relaxed. After sensing the crack in the air only to the root ninja, they began to gather towards the center of the Uchiha clan. After all, the number of people is great, and the ninjas of the Uchiha clan gather together to exert even more terrifying power. Damn it, how could this be? In the Uchiha clan, Aburame Ryoma standing on the roof avoids the cracks in the air, while watching the dying root ninja. Is it really bleeding inside? To know, these are all ninjas carefully selected by Lord Danzo. However, one after another by the cracks in the air, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan have not really played against each other, and the root organization has lost more than 1/3 of the people. How could it be like this? There was another sound of breaking through the air. Please, flowers. Shimura Danzo stood right in front of Aburame Ryoma in a flash, looking at the scene of the Uchiha clan. His face was extremely ugly. In his opinion, this time the Uchiha clan was annihilated. Advertisement. Everything is ready. Coupled with Uchiha Itachi's combination of inside and outside, it is only a matter of time before Uchiha is destroyed. Therefore, Shimura Danzo did not intend to enter the Uchiha clan land at the beginning, and only waited for everyone to enter the Uchiha clan land and harvest Sharingan from the Uchiha clan after everyone was done. Now it seems that he has been thinking a lot. Judging from the deafening voice, the Uchiha clan definitely has hidden powerhouses. Lord Danzo, what should I do now? Originally, the Jonin of our roots is less than the Jonin of the Uchiha clan. Aburame Ryoma obviously also knows the seriousness of the matter, and said in a panic that if this continues, our root ninja will be lost. Let the ninjas at the root gather, and they can't fight separately. It is impossible to abandon Uchiha. Shimura Danzo gritted his teeth and glanced at the square in the Uchiha clan, and said coldly, we also went to the square in the central area. Aren't the ninjas of the Uchiha clan gathering there? Okay. Upon hearing this sentence, Aburame Ryoma made a gesture at the surrounding root ninjas. Swish. A few seconds later, under the curtain of night, the root ninjas distributed in various areas of the Uchiha tribe land began to gather towards the square of the Uchiha tribe land after receiving orders. As the root ninja continued to gather, the cracks in the air of the Uchiha clan suddenly disappeared. The crack disappeared. Go, gather, and you can only face the Uchiha clan. Finally, I can move my body unscrupulously. At the moment when the crack in the air disappeared, the ninjas at the roots were unanimously relieved, and began to converge toward the square in the central area at a faster speed. P.S. Please give me a reward. Collection. Flowers and comments. Cute. Thank you. A few. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 67. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 67 appears and smashes with a punch 3 watchers begging for subscription. Outside the Uchiha clan. At the moment when the Uchiha plan of extermination began, Konoha's Anbu began to use the large-scale illusion enchantment that had been arranged long ago to isolate the Uchiha clan, and try to ensure that the battles in the Uchiha clan's clan would not affect Konoha village on a large scale. And so, the vision of a crack in the air of the Uchiha clan. The outside world doesn't know, even if there is some bloody smell of root ninja death, those Anbu ninjas outside confidently think it is the bloody smell of Uchiha clan. Uchiha tribe. In Uchiha Ryujin's room, they began to gather. Uchiha Ryujin shrugged lightly and muttered to himself, I can also go to the finishing touch. Just now, he used the power of observation haki and shock fruit to give the root ninja who entered the Uchiha clan a stunner, and the sound was also made by him. And threw 5 or 70 through the air rifts pervading the Uchiha clan. He also used Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan's distinguished heavenly gods to slightly modify the thoughts of Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Makoto, which led to the sudden awakening of Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Makoto. Otherwise, the fate of Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Makoto will still be easily killed by Uchiha Itachi as in the original book. Of course, Uchiha Itachi seemed a little unacceptable, and it was blackened, which he did not expect. After playing distinguished heavenly gods twice, the cooldown time is 1 year, okay. After sensing Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, Uchiha Ryujin slowly got up. Anyway, he used the morning CD for Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha. With Makoto, he didn't regret it. It's time for him to play now. At the same moment, under the bright moonlight, I saw on the large square in the center of the Uchiha clan. The two parties have gathered together. On one side are the ninjas of the Uchiha clan headed by Uchiha Fugaku, with more than 600 ninjas. On the other side are the root ninjas headed by Shimura Danzo and Uchiha Itachi. Many ninjas. Advertisement. The Patriarch, the senior Konoha is really too overcast. I actually wanted to attack us, but fortunately a crack in the air made us react. We will not only fight back, but also destroy the root organization. Uchiha Itachi, the second or fifth boy, was slapped so many times by the Patriarch, and he still didn't know how to repent. He really lost the Uchiha clan. At this time, with the extremely angry voices, it was known that the root organization was about to overthrow the Uchiha clan. The ninjas of the Uchiha clan gathered together were passionate and vowed to defend the dignity of the Uchiha clan. As for the other side, the ninja of the root organization is somewhat silent and embarrassed. Originally, if the Uchiha clan could be caught off guard, the extermination of Uchiha would be basically stable. But, the world is unpredictable. In the face of the sudden air crack, the roots have suffered heavy losses before they start to fight. This is undoubtedly a heavy blow to the root ninjas. Itachi, What's the matter with you? Shimura Danzo said with a gloomy face, your father Uchiha Fugaku, why is he still dead? Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. I'll kill him myself later. Perceiving the pain on his cheek, Uchiha Itachi said in a solemn expressionless face. The Uchiha clan has secret weapons that I don't know. We must be careful. Secret weapon. Shimura Danzo sneered and nodded, saying, I also have a secret weapon. Although I don't know what secret weapon the Uchiha clan used to make so many cracks in the air, but does Shimura Danzo know that the mysterious masked man hasn't appeared yet? After the masked man appeared, everyone shot together. He still didn't believe that the Uchiha clan could not be destroyed. After all, the real battle. It is always high-end combat power that determines the outcome, rather than relying on the so-called number of people. Laugh. At this time, advertisement. The space on the square has a swirling wave. A mysterious person wearing a swirling mask and a black robe appeared in the sky above the square. Coming. The moment Uchiha Obito appeared, Shimura Danzo smiled, and the crew was assembled and it was time to start fighting. It seems that the Uchiha clan still has hidden secrets. After appearing, the masked man Uchiha Obito glanced at Uchiha Fugaku and said coldly, calling the owner of the voice just now. After today, the Uchiha clan will disappear from the ninja world. You seem to be the mysterious man who made the Nine Tails chaos. Hearing these words, Uchiha Fugaku's expression suddenly changed, and he glanced at Shimura Danzo not far away, and said in disbelief, that in the Nine Tails chaos 7 years ago, you colluded with external forces, and now you are colluding with external forces to destroy the clan. Uchiha, it's really good. Ha 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 ha. Shimura Danzo laughed wildly when he heard the words, and said disapprovingly, you are all going to die here today. I am colluding with external forces. Who knows? Damn, we fought them. Lord Patriarch, give the order. The big deal is that we are not a scammer of the Uchiha clan when we die, and we are done. There is no need to endure it anymore. Facing the self-satisfaction, it seems that Shimura Danzo of the Uchiha clan has been eaten. The Uchiha clan's ninjas have an angry look on their cheeks. Be quiet. Uchiha Fugaku stretched out his right hand and said solemnly, rest assured, I know what to do. The voice hasn't fallen yet. The more than 600 ninjas of the Uchiha clan at the scene looked a little aggrieved, but they still clenched their fists and fell silent in an instant. Itachi, let's make a conclusion first. The next moment, Uchiha Fugaku took a deep breath, took the initiative to walk a few steps forward, and said in a sigh. It is good. Advertisement. Uchiha Itachi didn't say much, With a wave of chakra fluctuations, Uchiha Itachi's black pupils turned red in vain, and the pattern of Mangekyo Sharingan appeared. Next moment, a huge red skeleton enveloped Uchiha Itachi. Immediately on the basis of the skeleton began to be covered with meridians and flesh and blood, and put on the Wudiongo armor. Finally, a red 4th stage Susanoo, holding a 10-fist sword in his right hand and a Yata mirror in his left hand, appeared in the square. In this case, seeing 0.5 Uchiha Itachi used Susanoo, Uchiha Fugaku's Sharingan also took advantage of the trend to enter the Mangekyo Sharingan state. But, just when he was going to use Susanoo, before many people have reacted, an afterimage rushed towards Susanoo in Uchiha Itachi at a very fast speed. It's not good. Uchiha Itachi frowned, and could only hold the 10-fist sword to stand in front, clang. A crisp sound rang out, and a wave of terrifying collision energy swept out. The powerful force caused the Uchiha clan to shake a few times. Boom. After a roar, and in full view, Susanoo, which Uchiha Itachi had just used, showed a ray of cracks and broke instantly. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Chinese MTL fan fiction, second element novel can be read at hotmtl novel for free. Advertisement. Chapter 68. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 68 shocking the audience, 4 more kneels for subscription. Boom. The moment the red Susanoo broke apart, a terrifying energy shock wave erupted, causing wisps of cracks visible to the naked eye to appear in the square, which rolled up dust. Puff. And Uchiha Itachi in the red Susanoo. Before the whole person could react, his body hit the ground not far away, and he vomited a few big mouthfuls of blood. The pair of bloodshot Mangekyo Sharingan was filled with incredible looks. How can it be? Susanoo just fell apart like that. Who is it? Susanoo seems to be blown up. How could it be possible? This is Susanoo. A few seconds later, the root ninjas and the ninjas of the Uchiha clan in the square reacted, and they all showed a devilish look. Is there a mistake? Uchiha Itachi's Susanoo just came out and was blown up like that. 12. It's incredible. Suddenly, Shimura Danzo, who had never responded, and Uchiha Obito in midair, seemed to think of something, their expressions suddenly changed. When did the Uchiha clan fall to the fate of being annihilated? Under the bright moonlight. Advertisement. A figure slowly walked out of the dust for a moment. After seeing the front face of the figure, without any signs, Uchiha Fugaku's expression was frozen, Uchiha Itachi's expression was also frozen, and the masked man Uchiha Obito's expression was also dull. Even the root ninjas at the scene, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan, had their eyes widened in an instant, and there was an expression of extreme shock in their eyes. This is. Even Black Zetsu and White Zetsu, who were hiding in the dark, looked at the figure in the field with an expression of extreme shock, saying that it was impossible in their hearts. It was that man. How could it be? Jing. The entire square is a dead silence. The time and space of the Uchiha clan land seemed to have been stopped, leaving only the rapid breathing of everyone. Uchiha Ryujin. Very good, very good. In the end, I don't know how long it took. The masked man in midair Uchiha Obito suppressed the shock in his heart and said coldly. 7 years ago, that man with a white beard mask should be you, right? Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. The mysterious voice just now was also you, right? It was you who made the air rifts in the Uchiha clan's clan land, right? That's right. Uchiha Ryujin nodded without change. What you said is correct, it's all me. Call. If everyone just looked dull, after this sentence, the countless ninjas in the square could not help but swallow with fright, showing extremely trembling eyes. How can it be? They are all Uchiha Ryujin. Shocking. Advertisement. Unbelievable shock. No way. No one thought that Uchiha Ryujin would hide so deep, so hidden so that it didn't leak. Needless to say the roots. He didn't take Uchiha Ryujin to heart from beginning to end. Needless to say, the Uchiha clan, even on the night of the extermination, did not think of the Uchiha clan and Uchiha Ryujin. It's really that Uchiha Ryujin's presence in the Uchiha clan is too low. Especially after the Nine Tails chaos, sometimes even Uchiha Fugaku has forgotten. Uchiha Ryujin once stunned the Uchiha clan's radical high-level leaders with his momentum. It's good now. Uchiha Ryujin came to a gorgeous turn, and suddenly a showdown. The countless root ninjas on the scene, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan, were unacceptable for a while, and it was really too big to reverse. It's so cool, I finally don't have to hide anything. At this time, Uchiha Ryujin showed a very relaxed look and stretched lazily. It's been 10 years, and it's going to be a showdown after all. Now that the showdown is over, then Konoha village should also change, and Ninja World should change too. Now that I have this idea. Uchiha Ryujin doesn't want to suppress anything, The next moment. A terrifying aura came from Uchiha Ryujin, this is not Conqueror's Haki. It's the strong breath that belongs exclusively to Uchiha Ryujin. Advertisement. Nowadays, Uchiha Ryujin, especially after unlocking the Fusion Whitebeard template, how strong his body is, in fact, he doesn't even know how strong his body is. Of course, in order not to attract the attention of Sarutobi Hiruzen and others. Uchiha Ryujin simply shrouded his courage over the land of Uchiha stream. Because, after dealing with the Uchiha clan, he will give 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, and Konoha village a big surprise. In the next moment, the air in the entire Uchiha clan 330 solidified. Perceiving this intangible spirit, Shimura Danzo, Uchiha Itachi, masked men Uchiha Obito, Uchiha Fugaku all felt heavy pressure. However, most of the root ninjas and ninjas of the Uchiha clan feel that their breathing is about to stagnate. There are some weaker ones. I have felt my body and even my soul trembling. How strong is this guy? It's terrible. What kind of monster is this Uchiha Ryujin? At this moment, Shimura Danzo, Uchiha Itachi, the masked man Uchiha Obito's expression has no expression. Looking at Uchiha Ryujin, who is like a monster in the field, he feels as uncomfortable as eating shit deep in his heart. I thought they were already on the 10th floor, but what happened? This Uchiha Ryujin has been hidden for so many years and has stood on the 100th floor. This invisible sense of drop makes them simply unable to accept it. But, the facts are right in front of you, and there is no way if you don't accept it. Chapter 69. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 69 Killing Danzo. If this is the case, let's reveal some of the abilities again, and let you shock you all at once. Uchiha Ryujin glanced around, and the corners of his mouth couldn't help but raised a curve. With a move of mind, he spurred Sage Body's Chadenra. Boom. Another terrifying Chadenra swept out. Originally, Uchiha Ryujin's physical courage was already very strong, but now superimposed on the horrible Chadenra fluctuations, the whole person's courage once again skyrocketed. Not only that, under the gaze of countless people, Uchiha Ryujin's eyes began to turn red. 1 go Jade, 2 go Jade, 3 go Jade. Finally, a Mangekyo in the shape of a 3-hook jade appeared, a strong chakra wave. Mangekyo Sharingan. Uchiha Ryujin also owns Mangekyo Sharingan. Chakra fluctuations comparable to the tail beasts, coupled with Mangekyo Sharingan, and the physical skills that can blow Susanoo, this. Perceiving the increasingly terrifying chakra fluctuations on Uchiha Ryujin's body, as well as the red and mysterious Mangekyo Sharingan. In the entire square, the ninjas at the root and the ninjas of the Uchiha clan originally felt that their heart was numb and their souls were already stiff, but they still couldn't help opening their mouths wide and almost staring out. Is there a mistake? How many abilities does this Uchiha Ryujin hide? Even if the physique is extremely abnormal, even the chakra fluctuations are so terrifying, plus the terrifying pair of Mangekyo Sharingan, is this FCK still a person? Impossible. Shimura Danzo was shocked and was completely stunned. The progress of the Uchiha extermination plan has been out of his control. It stands to reason that the Uchiha clan should be exterminated easily. How could this Uchiha Ryujin suddenly erupt? I thought that Uchiha Ryujin was just a jonin, an elite athlete, but what happened? Advertisement. Other people's physical skills are extremely perverted. Chakra has 1,000,000,000 points, and he opened Mangekyo Sharingan. For a while, Shimura Danzo felt the Uchiha clan's deep malice towards him, and finally planned the Uchiha genocide plan. Why was he injured? How is it possible? Why is he so strong? Uchiha Itachi also got up from the ground and glanced at Uchiha Ryujin, who looked like a god. Suddenly, there were some mixed flavors in the whole person. This is too tolerable, right? In midair, the masked man Uchiha Obito looks extremely complicated. I thought he was already strong enough now, but it seems that Uchiha Ryujin is hidden deeper. Impossible. This seems to be Sage Body and Mangekyo Sharingan. At this moment, Black Zetsu, who was watching the battle in the dark, finally felt a ray of heart palpitations deep in his heart. If Uchiha Ryujin has been hiding in a low-key manner all the time, it is extremely scary to think about it. This is definitely an extremely dangerous and terrifying man. More importantly, he couldn't figure out how a ninja of the Uchiha clan would awaken the Sage Body. Because of this level of chakra, he had only felt it in the Uzumaki clan and Senju Hashirama. Black Zetsu, our intelligence is wrong. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. The expression of White Zetsu who merged with Black Zetsu also became solemn, and said slowly, the real boss of the Uchiha clan turned out to be Uchiha Ryujin. If I'm not wrong, this Uchiha Ryujin has been forbearing, and now he is strong enough to take the initiative to showdown when the Uchiha clan is about to be exterminated. We have a big event. Once the situation is not right, prepare to retreat. Black Zetsu clearly understood the seriousness of the matter. This Uchiha Ryujin made it clear that he was pretending to be a pig and eating a tiger, waiting for everyone to take the initiative. Okay. After listening to this sentence, White Zetsu said without thinking, Konoha village seems to be changing. At the same moment, we Uchiha clan originally had such a powerful ninja. Uchiha Ryujin is so strong. Is this too shocking? It seems that at the critical moment, the Uchiha clan is reliable. It's different from the ninjas at the roots being frightened. Advertisement. After a series of shocks, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan finally came back to their senses. After thinking for a while, they realized, FCK, is this Uchiha Ryujin his own? The stronger he is, the better he is to the Uchiha clan. They should be excited and happy. At least. The Uchiha clan will certainly not be destroyed, and may even be able to counterattack the root organization. Call. But Uchiha Fugaku was relieved and relaxed all at once. He was always worried about what to do with the civilians, the old, the weak, and the disabled in the Uchiha clan if he loses. Now want to come. Don't worry so much. Maybe even Uchiha Fugaku didn't notice it. Uchiha Ryujin used distinguished heavenly gods to straighten his thoughts slightly. At least, he would not face Uchiha Itachi's merciless slaughter of the Uchiha clan as in the original book. Instead of being moved, he volunteered to let Uchiha Itachi kill dead. Danzo, how do you want to die? However, at this moment, Uchiha Ryujin's Mangekyo Sharingan turned to Shimura Danzo and said blankly, originally I didn't want to shoot, but Uchiha is about to be exterminated and I can only showdown. Single quote. In the words, Uchiha Ryujin squeezed his right fist, and a glowing white energy surged crazily, dangerous. Extremely dangerous. The current Shimura Danzo is not too old, and his basic perception is still there. Facing Uchiha Ryujin's fist, he only feels that his cells and soul are madly conveying danger signals to him, and cold sweat flows out unconsciously. No, it can't be like this. In the next moment, Shimura Danzo gritted his teeth and ordered with a hideous expression, all of you ninjas come together and stop Uchiha Ryujin for me. After saying this, Shimura Danzo didn't want any face, turned around and ran away. Is this a hammer? 7 years ago, Uchiha Ryujin was able to suppress 9 tails. I don't know how strong it is now, and I have awakened Mangekyo Sharingan, but unfortunately. Danzo never thought of it. Uchiha Ryujin's Mangekyo Sharingan is already Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. When I go back to move the rescuers and retreat. Advertisement. Shimura Danzo also snorted inwardly. He vowed to tell Sarutobi Hiruzen and the elders all about Uchiha Ryujin, and then gather all the power of Konoha village to suppress the Uchiha clan and Uchiha Ryujin. Go up. Let's go together. Kill him. Because of the seal of the endless tongue, the root ninja in the square can only bite the bullet. Almost in an instant, with more than 300 chakra waves, countless dense ninjutsu bombarded Uchiha Ryujin. Air shock. Seeing this scene, there is no need to say any words, a ray of light flashes in Uchiha Ryujin's eyes. Lee Sei, his right fist slammed forward. Boom. The white halo roared out. A general shocking force that destroys the sky and the earth erupted, pushing forward horizontally, and the rumbling air burst again. In the next instant the shocking force carried the power of destroying the dryness, and the miscellaneous ninjutsu performed by more than 300 root ninjas, blasted alive, sending out a deafening roar. Not good. Seeing that their attack was detonated, the expressions of the root ninjas on the scene were all changed. They wanted to avoid the aftermath of the shock, and some wanted to perform defensive ninjutsu. It's a pity it's too late. Whitebeard at its peak was terrifying, and now Uchiha Ryujin is quite terrifying even though he does not have full firepower. Boom. Nephew. Almost in the blink of an eye. The terrifying shock force bombarded more than 300 root ninjas at a speed that could not cover their ears. Then, the bodies of more than 300 root ninjas froze, and there was still a look of fear on their cheeks, and they could only watch the shocking force hit themselves. After a second, the bodies of these root ninjas made a burst of cracking sounds, and in the end, they exploded, apparently being shocked alive. Chapter 70. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 70 Danzo's death, Sarutobi's feelings, 6 more knees for subscription. Quiet. The entire square was silent. Momentary time and space. Seems to be in a state of extreme quiescence. Looking at the more than 300 root ninjas who were blown by Uchiha Ryujin's punch, the faces of the masked men Uchiha Obito, Uchiha Itachi, Uchiha Fugaku and others were all frozen. Judging from Uchiha Ryujin's momentum, it goes without saying that Uchiha Ryujin is very strong. But I didn't expect that Uchiha Ryujin would have nothing to do if he didn't make a move. Once he made a move, he was astonishing. After blasting the attacks of more than 300 ninjas, the bodies of more than 300 ninjas were blasted alive. That terrible attack power. It's more than just terrifying to describe the roots, just this. And the ninjas of the Uchiha clan just felt that there was a blank in their minds, opened their mouths, wanted to say something, but didn't say anything. After all, watching more than 300 root ninjas, they were shocked in an instant. This kind of shocking visual impact is unbelievable. This is the root of Konoha. The ninjas who can enter the root are all elite ninjas selected by Shimura Danzo, but the result. In the face of Uchiha Ryujin's attack, it's vulnerable. This doesn't seem to be the limit of blood succession. Advertisement. At this time, White Zetsu and Black Zetsu, who were hiding in the dark, began to fluctuate again, not calm in their hearts. U-273 Chia Ryujin's ability is an ability they have never seen before, which makes them feel like a turtle and have never seen the world. FCK, fortunately I run fast. At this time, Shimura Danzo, who kept performing body flicker technique and wanted to leave Uchiha clan, heard the earth-shaking roar behind him, and glanced back. Result. I saw a scene that made Shimura Danzo dumbfounded. After a glowing white energy wave, more than 300 ninjas with their roots were devastated and blasted alive. What a horrible guy. Run. Sigh. When chakra surges, it's another body flicker technique. Shimura Danzo ran as fast as a dog in the morning family. When he reached the gate of the Uchiha clan, Shimura Danzo's eyes flashed a light of relaxation, and it was not easy to leave the Uchiha clan. Subconsciously. Shikyun Tuan, BCDD, Zhang glanced back. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. But, this look caused Shimura Danzo's pupils to shrink slightly, and the 3 souls and 6 souls that were scared were gone. Because, I don't know when. Uchiha Ryujin is already standing behind him. He looked at him with a smile, as if he were looking at a dead person. Run. Uchiha Ryujin shrugged and said quietly, since they are all here, stay here. In all fairness, Danzo can only be regarded as the bottom of the film class powerhouse. He wanted to get Sharingan so deliberately, it might not be that he wanted to strengthen his strength, but unfortunately, he met Uchiha Ryujin, a super abnormal who had just been born after 10 years of signing. Call you. Advertisement. Shimura Danzo's expression changed and he subconsciously wanted to seal. The next moment. The seal was not over yet, A scream sounded, and then Shimura Danzo was wrapped in gauze. His right arm was cut alive by Kong Yunchi in Uchiha Ryujin's hand. In an instant, the blood was chaotic. I transplanted Senju Hashirama's cells, but unfortunately I never had a chance to transplant Sharingan. After looking at the chopped arm, Uchiha Ryujin shook his head and said, "From the time you stepped into the Uchiha clan, your fate is already doomed." "No, Uchiha Ryujin, you really can't kill me." Shimura Danzo clutched his severed right arm, ignoring the blood that was constantly overflowing, and said grimly, "You are very strong, but, do you know what the will of fire is? Everything I do is for Konoha village peace." "No." Uchiha Ryujin nodded and sneered. "In the future, Konoha village will be named Uchiha, and the responsibility of maintaining peace will be entrusted to the Uchiha clan. Do you know what I mean?" You. Shimura Danzo's eyes stared, and the whole person froze. Konoha's surname is Uchiha. Doesn't it mean that third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen will also be brutally attacked by Uchiha Ryujin? When I think of it, the Uchiha clan will cover up the sky in Konoha village and act recklessly. I think that the Konoha village belonging to the third Hokage political group will change its flag, Shimura Danzo's. The heart is broken. No, I'm going to the Hokage office. Shimura Danzo clutched his severed right arm, muttering vaguely in his mouth, "The old man can't die yet, absolutely can't die. The old man has to sit in the position of Hokage, and do you want to live, do others want to die?" Facing some shattered Shimura Danzo, Uchiha Ryujin sighed and shook his head. Without wanting to say anything, he waved Kong Yunchi in his hand and lifted the knife down. Pouch! A burst of blood spurted out. A visible knife mark appeared on Shimura Danzo's neck. "I really don't want to die." Advertisement. Perceiving his fading vitality, Shimura Danzo's body stiffened, his unwilling eyes widened, and his hideous expression gradually froze on his cheeks. He couldn't figure out how to implement the Uchiha clan's extermination plan. How could he lose his life? The irony is that he deliberately dealt with the Uchiha clan. In the end, he died under the sword of a ninja of the Uchiha clan, and it was regarded as the wheel of heaven to return the unhappy. And at the moment Shimura Danzo died, Konoha Hokage's office, even though it was late at night. But Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, Sarutobi Hiruzen's expressions are not exhausted, and there is some vague excitement, and they seem to be waiting for some good news. Cough. But at this moment, Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was smoking, seemed to perceive something. "What's happening? Sarutobi, isn't it tired?" Seeing the old smoker Sarutobi Hiruzen actually choked off smoking, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura smiled and joked. "It's okay." Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned, slowly lowered his pipe, took a sip of hot tea, moistened his throat, and shook his head with some doubts. Just now, he actually has an unknown hunch. Isn't it the Uchiha clan that is the problem? It shouldn't be. Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled with self-deprecating laughter. He was unreasonably worried. This time the Uchiha genocide plan is ready for everything. How could something go wrong? Of course, if it weren't for enchantment. He wants to use the telescope technique to watch the wonderful live broadcast of Uchiha Annihilation. Chapter 71. _back_ios_new previous chapter next chapter _forward_ios. Advertisement. Chapter 71 Stop pretending. You are the tail of the crane. 1 more tears and kneels for subscription. The family land of the Uchiha clan. When Uchiha Ryujin took Shimura Danzo's head back to the square of the Uchiha tribe, everyone's expressions were frozen, especially looking at Shimura Danzo's extremely hideous look and the staring eyes. Everyone's heart was not there was a conscious tremor, and his brain fell into a roar once again. How is it possible? Dead. Konoha Fire Country. The leader of Konoha Village's roots, Shimura Danzo, one of Konoha Village's top leaders, just died like this. To be honest, the strength of the root organization is not weak, nor is Danzo's strength. This time when Uchiha is annihilated, the root organization is almost fully fired. As long as you play normally, it's easy to destroy Uchiha, but I didn't expect it. I met a hidden boss like Uchiha Ryujin. Even the most basic ninjutsu, the seal of the 4 elephants, cannot be used. You can imagine how desperate and helpless the ninja and Danzo of the root organization are. Time is constantly passing. 1 second, 3 seconds. 10 seconds. Until 1 minute later. Uchiha Ryujin threw away Shimura Danzo's head casually, and made a dull clashing sound, which made the countless Uchiha ninjas on the scene wake up like a dream. Ah! The root organization was destroyed, Shimura Danzo was beheaded. Uchiha Ryujin-sama is too tough, right? Advertisement. From now on, Uchiha Ryujin-sama will be a godlike man of our Uchiha clan, and I will also practice physical skills well. In the next instant, after reacting, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan in the square no longer suppressed their ecstatic hearts, and they uttered a series of exclamations. Influenced by almost every ninja of the Uchiha clan. Looking at Uchiha Ryujin, his eyes are filled with wisps of worship and excitement. He may be the god of the Uchiha clan. Uchiha Fugaku took a deep breath, and there was an unprecedented heroic spirit in his heart, muttering to himself, from now on, the Uchiha clan has completely stood up, just like the Sengoku period. Danzo is dead, the roots are destroyed, and the Uchiha extermination plan has almost completely failed. At this time, Uchiha Itachi, who has already retreated tens of meters away, can no longer maintain a calm expression. Perhaps it is the extreme panic and incredibility in his heart, making the statute lines on Itachi's cheeks have some distortions. What's going on? He can't figure out why. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Obviously the Uchiha clan is exhausted. What's the result? Uchiha Ryujin, an old coin, suddenly showed up and forced the Uchiha clan to continue his life. This makes Uchiha Itachi's heart as uncomfortable as eating shit. To know, in order to protect Konoha village from war, implement the will of fire, and in the name of the glory of the Uchiha clan, he was forced to accept the task of extermination ordered by the high-level Konoha Shimura Danzo. After destroying the Uchiha clan, leaving behind his younger brother Sasuke and spurring him to avenge himself. It's all right now, everything is over. After Shimura Danzo was killed, the internal strife in Konoha village was doomed. Uchiha Itachi, he seems to be not a human inside and out, worse than the 2 or 5 boys. I didn't see the people of the Uchiha clan, and I looked at him like an enemy, and I wanted to eat his flesh and drink his blood. Advertisement. This Uchiha Ryujin. On the other side, the masked man Uchiha Obito no longer knows what he feels inside. Uchiha Ryujin's strength, already powerful to a level that is completely incomprehensible. Physical elite Jonin. This may be the biggest joke Uchiha Obito has ever heard in his life. Okay, how do you want to die? At this time, Uchiha Ryujin's mouth was slightly cocked, and he glanced at Uchiha Obito and Uchiha Itachi indifferently. He whispered, Danzo and the roots have been destroyed. After the scum of your 2 Uchiha clan is solved, Konoha will it's time to enter a new chapter. After saying this sentence, Uchiha Ryujin also deliberately glanced at the masked man, adding to his tone, did you say that? The tail of the crane Uchiha Obito. What flowers do you want Uchiha Obito? No, isn't Uchiha Obito dead? He also gave one of his Sharingan to Kakashi. The man with the swirling mask is Uchiha Obito. If you don't say it, it shocked the audience. Many ninjas of the Uchiha clan are a little messy. It turns out that the people involved in the extermination of Uchiha are not only the Byakugan wolf Uchiha Itachi, but also the Byakugan wolf Uchiha Obito. What are you talking about? Suddenly someone broke his identity. Advertisement. Masked man Uchiha Obito's cheeks under the mask became stiff, on the surface very calm, but deep in his heart there was already an uproar. It was too late to think about how Uchiha Ryujin would know his identity, said coldly, my name Uchiha Madara. Stop pretending. Uchiha Ryujin shook his head and said disdainfully, you are Uchiha Obito. The unique smell of the crane tail on you, I will never forget it forever. Single quote. You. Masked man Uchiha Obito's heart was shocked, and he wanted to vomit blood. What is the breath of the tail of a crane? Lousy is no longer the same Uchiha Obito, how could there be the smell of the tail of the crane? Didn't you open your eyes and talk nonsense? But, thinking of Uchiha Ryujin's terrifying power. Masked man Uchiha Obito still took a deep breath, suppressing the trembling heart, and said indifferently. The former Uchiha Obito is dead. Oh, Uchiha Ryujin smiled, picked up Kong Yunchi in his hand, and didn't say much. Ready to fight. Perceiving the breath of Uchiha Ryujin, killing intent began to appear. The masked men Uchiha Obito and Uchiha Itachi looked at each other in the air, and quickly entered a state of battle. Chapter 72. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 72 The Desperate Itachi and Obito. As Uchiha Itachi and the masked man Uchiha Obito entered a fighting state, the atmosphere of the entire Uchiha clan became depressed, and the air seemed to become heavier and heavier. However, just when the heavy air is depressing people to suffocate. Uchiha Ryujin seemed to have thought of something, took a look at Uchiha Fugaku, and said in a calm tone, you should withdraw temporarily to avoid being affected. Okay. After listening to this sentence, Uchiha Fugaku's expression changed a little before he reached out his hand and gestured. There was a sound of breaking through the air. The ninjas of the Uchiha clan in the square began to retreat in an orderly manner. It's now. In the next moment, Uchiha Itachi, who had been looking for opportunities, flashed his body and appeared right in front of Uchiha Ryujin. Mangekyo Sharingan burst out with amazing pupil power. Amaterasu's cold voice came. Uchiha Itachi's right eye shrank sharply, and he quickly adjusted the focus of his eyeball to Uchiha Ryujin. This feeling. Uchiha Ryujin furrowed his brows and felt it with haki. He knew what Uchiha Itachi wanted to do. He didn't mean to avoid it. Instead, he clenched Kong Yunchi in his hand. Laugh. Between the power of shock fruit and the surge of armament hockey. On the blade of Kong Yunchi, a glowing white halo mixed with armament hockey appeared. Then, Uchiha Ryujin waved lightly at the air. Click, click for a moment. Accompanied by the sound of air cracking, under Uchiha Itachi's incredible eyes, the general powerful black flames that burst out from Amaterasu just appeared, and they were forcibly blown by a white chopping wave. The explosions were torn apart, scattered around the square, underscore. Crazy burning on the ground. How can it be? Watching Amaterasu be blown up abruptly. Uchiha Itachi's expression suddenly changed, and the pupil power in Mangekyo's left eye began to surge again. Since Amaterasu, which is known as the strongest physical attack, can't do it, then I will use illusion. Monthly reading. Mangekyo Sharingan of Uchiha Itachi began to shed blood uncontrollably because of the full urging of Mangekyo Sharingan's pupil power, but, weirdly, a smile appeared on the corner of his mouth because Mangekyo Sharingan's illusion was successfully performed. At this moment, Uchiha Ryujin only felt that the surrounding environment had become illusory. In the end, his body appeared in a desolate world with only red and black colors. Is this the legendary moon reading world no matter how long it is inside? Uchiha Ryujin glanced blankly, glanced at Uchiha Itachi in midair, and whispered, "Your illusion is too weak." Single quote. Hehe. Too weak. Uchiha Itachi shook his head coldly, believing himself, in the moon reading world, all factors including time, location, quality, etc. are controlled by me. In short, I am the god here. While speaking, Uchiha Itachi slowly stretched out his right hand and gave Uchiha Ryujin a light grip. Boom. A huge cross appeared out of thin air. Immediately afterwards, chains began to wrap around Uchiha Ryujin's body, seeming to want to tie him to the cross and accept sanctions. If it was before, I might have resisted this kind of illusion, but now it. Uchiha Ryujin looked at Uchiha Itachi, with a faint smile on his cheek, and said with a point. Do you know what is above everything, the grandeur of the world? Boom. Advertisement. Before he finished his words, he felt like an emperor, as if he wanted to dominate the ninja realm with a strong momentum. Uchiha Ryujin's body spread. Click. Without any sign, Uchiha Itachi's moon reading space appeared bursting sounds out of thin air, and strangely, cracks began to appear. After a few seconds, the moon reading space was exploded with a terrifying aura. In reality. Uchiha Itachi, who was still, suddenly screamed, and the eyes of his left eye kept bleeding in tears. But, Uchiha Itachi didn't care at all. Instead, he looked at Uchiha Ryujin with incredulous eyes, as if he was looking at some monster. Momentum. His monthly reading space was actually broken by a look of all directions. Is this a joke? Affected by this, the invisibly wisps of extreme despair flowed out of Uchiha Itachi's heart uncontrollably, not because he was too weak, but the opponent was too strong. You lose and see this scene. Uchiha Ryujin took a few steps forward and said indifferently that when the body is strong enough to a certain stage, the spirit will undergo a transformation. The so-called illusion has no effect. Less arrogant. Seeing that Uchiha Itachi's attack didn't work. At this moment, Uchiha Obito gritted his teeth, his body flashed, he appeared behind Uchiha Ryujin, stretched out his right hand, and firmly grasped Uchiha Ryujin's shoulder. Kamui's cold voice rang. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. The terrifying pupil power swept out. As a result, the space around Uchiha Obito and Uchiha Ryujin was twisted like a whirlpool, as if to swallow both of them. Obviously, Uchiha Obito wanted to draw Uchiha Ryujin into Kamui's time and space. Uchiha Ryujin, go to my Kamui space and stay there. Seeing Uchiha Ryujin's body about to be sucked into the different space of Kamui, a crazily color swept across Uchiha Obito's cheek under the mask. You are the first ninja who dared to approach me. Faced with Uchiha Obito's killer blow, Uchiha Ryujin suddenly turned his head, looked at Uchiha Obito, grinned, and said in a special way, do you know what the power to destroy the world is? Less nonsense. The masked man Uchiha Obito was unmoved and said coldly, Uchiha Ryujin, you really deserve to die. Oh. In the next moment, Uchiha Ryujin's eyes were cold, and he clenched his fist suddenly, then blasted out the space that was twisting in the whirlpool. And when the power of shock fruit, the top armament haki, and the sage body chakra were 3 in 1, Uchiha Ryujin's fist exploded with extremely terrifying power. Click. This is the air. No, it's the cracking sound in the twisted space of the vortex. Impossible. Listening to this sound. Masked man Uchiha Obito looks a little crazy. Advertisement. He never thought that Uchiha Ryujin would be so crazy. He tried to defuse his trick by exploding Kamui's twisted space. And when he thought of the terrible scene after the space burst, Uchiha Obito shivered. Nothing is impossible. Uchiha Ryujin took a deep breath and moved his heart to increase the strength of his fist. Boom. In an instant, in full view of everyone, a majestic shock burst out. Immediately afterwards, I saw a vortex-shaped twisted space centered on Uchiha Ryujin and Uchiha Obito, and it collapsed, bursting out a general shock wave that seemed to destroy the world. Madman, you are a madman. Kamui Hollow. Facing the sudden shock wave of space bursting. The masked man Uchiha Obito is really going crazy, he can only take the initiative to become incorporeal, until now. Only then did he understand what Uchiha Ryujin said is the power to destroy the world. Just waiting for you Hollow. Watching Uchiha Obito want the body Hollow. When Uchiha Ryujin's mind moved, his whole body was wrapped and covered by armament haki. While bearing the impact of the space burst forcibly, he also punched Uchiha Obito in the chest. Because Uchiha Obito's body is in a hollow state. Uchiha Ryujin's fist and the shock wave of the space burst passed through Uchiha Obito's body, and did not cause any harm to Uchiha Obito. It's useless. The Scarlet Mangekyo Sharingan under the mask of Uchiha Obito flashed with a chill, saying, in a state of incorporealization, I am invincible. Then I will shoot you out of the incorporeal state. Uchiha Ryujin's mouth is slightly tilted, and he whispered, I will attack you for 5 minutes without interval. You say. The voice hasn't finished yet. The masked man Uchiha Obito's head roared loudly, and he panicked all at once. He couldn't figure out why Uchiha Ryujin knew about Kamui's shortcomings. Under normal circumstances, he casts incorporealization, there is a time limit, single-eyed state, no interval attack can be cracked in 5 minutes. Right now, his Mangekyo Sharingan's pupil power was consumed severely. Even if transplanted with Senju Hashirama cells, some of them cannot support it. Therefore, there is no need to continuously attack for 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and his incorporealization may be broken. At the same moment, boom, 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 facing Uchiha Obito's incarnation. In an instant, Uchiha Ryujin threw an unknown number of punches. These fists passed through Uchiha Obito's body at a very fast speed, hitting the air, not only causing the air to burst continuously, but also causing shock waves. This is so strong. Uchiha Itachi and the masked man seemed to be unilaterally hanged and beaten. It's too strong, Lord Uchiha Ryujin, just like a humanoid monster. Seeing this scene, those of the Uchiha clan who had evacuated far away sighed indiscriminately. What else can you say? Uchiha Itachi and the masked man are very strong. But, in front of Uchiha Ryujin-sama, there seems to be some gaps. Completely finished. Advertisement. Seeing Uchiha Obito being suppressed by Uchiha Ryujin into incorporealization, Uchiha Itachi slumped on the ground with a slumped face, his eyes also withdrew from Mangekyo Sharingan's state, in the field. Uchiha Ryujin tirelessly attacked with his fists. Time is constantly passing by, and almost every punch makes Uchiha Obito's heart tremble in despair. No way, he hasn't been so suffocated. He dug a hole for himself. Obito was a little irritated when he thought of what he would face after becoming incorporeal. No, the time is up. Suddenly, at this moment, Uchiha Obito's expression changed suddenly, scorn. Uchiha Obito's incorporeal body became a real entity, right now. Uchiha Ryujin's observation haki also sensed it, clenched his fist and blasted it out. You. Facing this fist with a glowing white halo. The eyes under Uchiha Obito's mask finally flashed with horror and panic, and opened his mouth. I wanted to say something, but there was no chance to say it. Boom. A clear voice sounded. The masked man Uchiha Obito's body was blasted with a punch and turned into blood mist and floated on the square. Burst. The moment Uchiha Obito's body exploded, Black Zetsu and White Zetsu, hiding in the dark, finally couldn't sit still, urging the detonation charms that the root organization had long buried in the Uchiha clan. A series of deafening explosions rang out. The powerful blast wave caused the 3.8 Uchiha clan to shake the ground in an instant. Not good. Hurry. Go and put out the fire. With so many detonating charms, this is too overcast, right? The sudden explosion made many Uchiha ninjas who were still immersed in the shock of Uchiha Ryujin's punch and blast Uchiha Obito all at once, and without Uchiha Fugaku's order, they dispersed and dealt with the series of explosions. Aftermath. In this chaos, no one noticed that Uchiha Itachi had disappeared in the square sometime. Azanaki, Black Zetsu, Uchiha Obito, Uchiha Touch. Looking thoughtfully at the explosion of the Uchiha clan, Uchiha Ryujin seemed to have expected it a long time ago, and a hint of mockery appeared in his eyes. In front of the top observation haki, many things. In fact, I can't hide from his perception. For example, the root organization has buried a large number of detonating charms in the Uchiha clan, and Black Zetsu and White Zetsu have been hiding in the dark. For example, Uchiha Itachi was taken away by Black Zetsu. However, Perceiving these, Uchiha Ryujin didn't want to do it either, it was a waste of time. Now he has to deal with Konoha village first. After all, Lord 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen is still waiting for the good news of Uchiha's extermination. Since Uchiha has not been annihilated, and the Sarutobi clan has been annihilated while the sky is still dark, isn't it a good thing? In this way, when the day breaks, the real good show can be staged. Chapter 73. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 73 Uchiha's counterattack, killing all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan. Outside the Uchiha clan, next to a large illusion barrier. With so many detonating symbols exploding, it seems that the root organization is going through the final clearing. Konoha's first clan Uchiha clan will disappear. After tomorrow, there will be no Uchiha clan in Ninja World. Uchiha clan will become history. Perceiving the deafening explosion from within the barrier, more than a dozen Anbu ninjas glanced at each other, and then sighed a few times. All report to 3rd Hokage. One of the Anbu squad leaders seemed to have thought of something, and gestured to the other Anbu ninjas, and his body flashed before disappearing into the night. We continue to guard. After the Anbu squad leader left, another Anbu squad leader blankly ordered that a ninja of the Uchiha clan or even civilians should not run out. Ming Z. Konoha Hokage office. Sarutobi, is there no news from Anbu? Maybe it's been too long. Udatane Kaharu, one of Konoha's high-ranking officials, looked a little anxious, wondering that the time is almost up, and it stands to reason that the Uchiha clan should be destroyed. Correct. Mitokado Homura stretched out slightly exhausted, and said with a bit of annoyance, Danzo also gave our elders a package and said that the battle would be settled in 5 hours. The result? It's almost dawn, and there is no news yet. Wait a minute. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned, and still patiently said that the Uchiha clan is the largest family in Konoha village after all. It is normal to spend a little more time. Okay. After listening to this sentence, Mitokado Homura and Udatane Kaharu thought for a while, and didn't say much. Bang. But 12 at this moment, there was a knock on the door. An Anbu ninja hurriedly opened the door and knelt on one knee. Master 3rd Hokage had the latest information. Seeing the visitor, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled and put down his pipe, impatiently giving an order. There was a big explosion in the Uchiha clan, it should be the root organization clearing the field. The Anbu ninja took a deep breath and told it with certainty. Good. Great. Before the words were over, before 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen could speak, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura stood up happily, and the exhaustion of staying up all night was wiped out. You go down first. The next moment, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen waved his hand and took a happily smoked cigarette. There is nothing more exciting and happy than hearing this news. Now that the roots have been cleared, it means that the Uchiha extermination plan has been perfectly successful. Wait until dawn. It's his performance time for this Naruto. First, as Naruto, the culprit Uchiha Itachi is wanted, and then the root organization of Shimura Danzo is sold out, which can be regarded as an explanation to the various families of Konoha. At the same moment, outside Konoha village, a cold and damp underground cavity, sneer. Accompanied by a vortex-shaped spatial fluctuation. Advertisement. Uchiha Obito got out of it embarrassedly and fell to the ground fiercely. Why is damn it like this? The cheeks under Uchiha Obito's mask were extremely ferocious, even a little distorted. This time, Uchiha's plan to destroy the clan was actively participated in by him. The result, not only did the plan fail, but he almost stayed in Konoha village for his life. When I think of this, Uchiha Obito also took off the whirlpool mask, and saw that the ordinary Sharingan he transplanted was permanently blind. Yes, at the last minute, he used the forbidden technique of the Uchiha clan Izanagi. That Uchiha Ryujin was hidden too deep, and the sky in Konoha village was about to change. At this time, the fusion of black Zetsu and white Zetsu drilled out of the ground with extremely solemn expressions, obviously because of Uchiha Ryujin's strength. Horrified. Damn it. One of Uchiha Obito's eyes was filled with indifference, and he clenched his fists and shouted incompetently. This time, Uchiha Ryujin taught him a lesson. He vowed that he must master the ultimate power of the ninja world, completely crush everything, and create an ideal world without war and peace forever. Correct. Taking a look at Uchiha Obito, White Zetsu seemed to think of something, and said, what about Uchiha Itachi? Transplant him Senju Hashirama's cells. Uchiha Obito's face condensed, and he said something neatly. It is good. White Zetsu nodded silently. As for Black Zetsu, didn't say anything from beginning to end. Because Uchiha Ryujin's sudden showdown broke out, and it was out of his control. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Konoha Village, the clan land of the Uchiha clan. After dealing with a series of things caused by the explosion of the detonator, Under the curtain of night, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan gathered in the square again. Although the square was already ravaged and broken, it did not affect the excitement of the ninjas of the Uchiha clan. Lord Uchiha Ryujin, thank you for having you. Lord Uchiha Ryujin, can you teach me physical skills? Master Uchiha Ryujin, if it weren't for you, maybe our Uchiha clan would have been annihilated. This Konoha village, we Uchiha don't wait. All the ninjas of the Uchiha clan, looking at Uchiha Ryujin standing in the center of the square, expressed their sincere gratitude and admiration. Konoha's top leaders want to exterminate Uchiha, are you willing? After hearing these words, Uchiha Ryujin glanced around and said lightly. Lord Ryujin, we must not be reconciled. Our Uchiha clan has no credit in hard work. Why should the Konoha high-level executives want to destroy our Uchiha clan? Shimura Danzo dares to blatantly lead the root organization to take action, which means that Konoha's senior management have agreed. What can we do if we are not reconciled? The big deal and Konoha's high-level fish are dead, and the Uchiha clan is not afraid of death. Some of the ninjas of the Uchiha clan looked at each other and showed weak expressions. There are also some radical ninjas who are filled with righteous indignation. They can't wait to take the knife to the Naruto office, kill Sarutobi Hiruzen, and use Sarutobi Hiruzen's head as a urinal. It is good. Uchiha Obito took a deep breath and said in a deep voice. You guys should be quiet first. Advertisement. After this sentence, a slight conqueror's haki swept out, causing the ninjas of the Uchiha clan in the square to subconsciously tremble, and instantly quieted down. I actually don't want to shoot. After the ninjas of the Uchiha clan calmed down, Uchiha Ryujin shrugged and said slowly, but since Konoha village is determined to exterminate Uchiha, I can only be forced to take action. So, in order to solve the problem, in order to teach Konoha a lesson, while it is still dark, let's kill all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan first. Quiet. The dead quiet of the film. After this sentence, the entire square was a dead silence. Many ninjas of the Uchiha clan froze. Even the patriarch of the Uchiha clan Uchiha Fugaku, all trembled in their bodies, and there was a huge wave in their hearts. Kill all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan. This is too violent, right? You know. The Sarutobi clan is one of Konoha's big families, especially after 3rd Hokage took the position of the Sarutobi clan in Konoha village has become particularly important. To say something bad, after the Uchiha clan was excluded to the edge of Konoha village. The Sarutobi clan has embezzled a lot of land and resources that originally belonged to the Uchiha clan. The results of it. Now Uchiha Ryujin-sama said that he would kill all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan. It was very shocking to think about it. How? Looking at the silent ninja of the Uchiha clan, Uchiha Ryujin's mouth turned up slightly and said in a cold voice, don't you dare. Dare. How dare not? Lord Uchiha Ryujin, what do you say? Although we acted on the Sarutobi clan, we are completely opposed to the Konoha high level, but I still want to say, why other people can destroy our Uchiha clan can't kill it. Other people, what is it? The Sarutobi clan is over. Originally, the ninjas of the Uchiha clan had a fire in their hearts, but now they were agitated by Uchiha Ryujin. In a short time, most of the ninjas on the scene became irritable, and they felt like they were fighting back. Jonin and the elite Jonin, who are good at hiding the breath, will go with me, and the rest will stay in the Uchiha clan to rest. Now that the decision has been made, Uchiha Ryujin is not a hesitant master either. Anyway, this time the showdown, especially after the killing of Shimura Danzo, the conflict between Konoha village and Uchiha clan, there is no room for relaxation. Since they are all enemies, don't show mercy, kill all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan first, and warm up. Are you going to do it? Uchiha Fugaku took a deep breath and couldn't help but clenched his fists. He knew very well the fate of the Uchiha clan. From the moment Uchiha Ryujin shot, he was bound to Uchiha Ryujin. Konoha village, the ethnic land of the Sarutobi clan. As one of the patriarchs who joined Konohagakure during the creation of the Land of Fire, the Sarutobi clan has a long history. Especially after Sarutobi Hiruzen came to the throne, the power of the Sarutobi family in Konoha village is increasing year by year. In the middle of the night, most people in the Sarutobi clan have already fallen asleep. Advertisement. More than 20 breaks in the air sounded. After disposing of a few guards from the Sarutobi clan, Uchiha Ryujin and more than 20 Uchiha ninjas appeared in the Sarutobi clan. In a small yard. The next moment, without any signs. Under the control of Uchiha Ryujin, a terrifying aura of coercion swept out towards the clan of the Saru 950 Fei clan. Without a doubt, this is Conqueror's Haki. With the current strength of Uchiha Ryujin, he can basically control Conqueror's Haki freely. Uchiha Ryujin did not have full firepower, but only enveloped Conqueror's Haki over the Sarutobi clan. Boom. In the face of this terrifying conqueror's haki, many ninjas in the Sarutobi clan that fell asleep almost did not react before they were stunned in their sleep. And some Jonin. I also felt a buzz in my mind in vain, and my whole body trembled, and I lost consciousness. Only a few of the elite Jonin of the Sarutobi clan, the moment they perceive armament haki, they perceive something is wrong, and their faces unconsciously show horror. Obviously I can't figure it out. How can anyone dare to mess with the Sarutobi clan? But, after holding on for a minute, these elite Jonin received special care from Uchiha Ryujin, and their heads buzzed, completely blank. Hands on. After getting everything done, Uchiha Ryujin took a deep breath and said coldly, making a quick decision. After saying this, Uchiha Ryujin's body flew out first. The next thing is very simple. When the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan were all stunned by Conqueror's haki, more than 20 Uchiha ninjas, almost like cutting melons and vegetables, waved at the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan. Butcher knife. The next day, early in the morning, when the sky was just faintly bright, more than a dozen Konoha Anbu's ninjas removed the barrier that enveloped the Uchiha clan, out of curiosity. Several Anbu ninjas also went to the Uchiha clan to check it out. As a result, it was very strange to find that there were a lot of traces of battles and explosions in the Uchiha clan, and the smell of blood was permeated in the air, but there were none of the corpses. Correct. There was no corpse. At first, Anbu's ninja thought it was the root ninja who cleaned the scene. Just go to the ninja at the root to find out about the situation. After all, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, Elder Udatane Kaharu and Elder Mitokado Homura all stayed up all night, waiting for the good news of Uchiha's extermination. What about the result? It's okay not to find the ninja at the root. When I went to find it, I found out that Shimura Danzo, who was in charge of the Uchiha extermination plan and the ninja of the root organization, did not return to the root base, just disappeared out of thin air. 3%. Chapter 74. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 74. The horror of the Konoha high level, 4 more tiers and kneels for subscription. Konoha village. The Hokage building in the central area. What's going on? What exactly is Danzo doing? The surefire genocide operation, isn't it not yet complete, right? Boom. Accompanied by the sound of tapping the table, Udatane Kaharu's old face became cold, and he said solemnly. Now it's dawn, why hasn't he returned? I knew this, I should go back to sleep last night. Mitokado Homura's look is also very ugly, and he said coldly. This time, Danzo will not give us an explanation, and things will not pass so easily. I have asked Anbu to urge. After hearing the words of the 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen stretched out and said in a pointed manner that Danzo must be busy collecting Sharingan after destroying the Uchiha clan. When it comes to this, an unpleasant color also flashed across 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes. As the Naruto of Konoha village, he actually knows many things, one of which is the secret collusion between Shimura Danzo and Orochimaru. I hope so. Mitokado Homura and Udatane Kaharu glanced at each other, they could only sit on the chairs very depressed. From beginning to end, neither 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen nor Mitokado Homura, Udatane Kaharu had thought that Uchiha's plan would fail, let alone that Shimura Danzo was dead. Because, in their hearts, advertisement, the success of the Uchiha genocide plan is a certainty. Suddenly, at this moment, an Anbu ninja with an unbelievable look rushed into the Hokage office directly. Master 3rd Hokage, the matter was not good. What? 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, who was smoking, frowned. He thought it was Shimura Danzo who had another moth. He didn't want to come to the office, and his expression suddenly became gloomy. Lord Danzo, Uchiha Itachi, the elite ninjas at the root, and the Uchiha clan all seemed to have disappeared. At the next moment, the Anbu ninja reported with an incredulous expression that Anbu has already gone to investigate and there is no clue. Disappeared. After hearing this sentence, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen is a little confused. He didn't understand. Didn't Danzo go to perform the task of destroying Uchiha? Why did he disappear with the Uchiha clan? What is this Danzo playing? Danzo didn't take away the wealth of the Uchiha clan and defected to Konoha village, right? At this time, Mitokado Homura seemed to have thought of something, his expression changed suddenly, and he said something amazing. No way. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. There is something wrong with Udatane Kaharu's expression. Why are things getting more and more confusing? If Danzo really took away the huge wealth of the Uchiha clan and a lot of Sharingan and ran away, doesn't it mean that they have all been fooled? Lord 3rd Hokage, what happened to the Sarutobi clan? In vain. Another panicked voice sounded. I saw a genin from the Sarutobi clan, holding a box and crawling into the office. Okay. Looking at this genin from the Sarutobi clan. Advertisement. 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen can't help but have an unknown premonition in his heart, saying, "What has happened to the Sarutobi clan?" "Dead. Dead. All dead." The genin of the Sarutobi clan seemed to be frightened, his expression was a little scared, his forehead was cold and sweaty, and his tone was extremely shaking. "What's dead?" Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen was shocked and sternly reprimanded. "All the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan are dead." The genin of the Sarutobi clan took a deep breath and said with a painful expression. Boom. The voice hasn't fallen yet. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen's pupils shrank suddenly, and slapped him on the desk with a slap, and said in shock, "What did you say?" The genin of the Sarutobi clan was already terrified. When he was so scared, he slumped to the ground, but, he still mustered his courage to tell what happened to the Sarutobi clan. Clang. After listening to these words, as soon as Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen's body stiffened, the pipe in his hand fell to the ground, and strands of cold sweat were spilled on his forehead sometime. Last night, all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan were dead, without any trace of fighting, all were killed with a single blow. What? All the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan were killed. As for Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura in the office, their expressions are also a little sluggish, and it is absolutely impossible to say straight to the heart. Joke. This is the Sarutobi family. To put it bluntly, in Konoha village, who would dare to do something to the Sarutobi clan and kill all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan? What is the difference between destroying the Sarutobi clan? Advertisement. How can it be? At this time, Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen only felt that the sky was spinning, his brain humming, and there was a blank space. He really couldn't figure out who on earth was able to kill all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan overnight without any fighting. This is completely impossible. More importantly, last night, it was obviously Uchiha who was exterminating the clan. Why did the Sarutobi clan suffer? Check it out for me. I don't know how long it took before Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen seemed to come back to his senses. He gritted his teeth and ordered Anbu to go all out. I want to know who did it. Lord Third Hokage. At this time, the genin of the Sarutobi clan carefully picked up the black box in his hand and said, "This was found in the clan land of our Sarutobi clan." Single quote. What? Originally, Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen was in anger. Seeing this black box, he threw it out without even thinking about it. Boom. A collision sounded. Click. The black box hit the wall of the office, and the strong collision force caused the box to open automatically. Then, a thing fell out of it. In an instant, the expression of Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen froze, Utatane Kaharu was completely scared, and Mitokado Homura went silly. 4%. Chapter 75. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 75 Sarutobi. The clown is actually ourselves, one more tears and kneels for subscription. Silent. The entire office became silent in an instant. Click. This is the sound of Utatane Kaharu's teacup falling to the ground. As one of the top officials of Konoha village, she was so frightened that she couldn't hold the teacup in her hand, and you could see how gaff she was. Unfortunately, at this time, no one is paying attention to Utatane Kaharu anymore. I saw the Anbu ninja in the office, the genin of the Sarutobi clan, and even Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, Mitokado Homura were all in the same state, and they were all gaffs. Damn it. I don't know how long it has been. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen slumped on the office chair with a horrified expression, feeling lost. He swears. I have not been stimulated in my whole life as many as today. The ninjas of the Sarutobi Hiruzen clan are killed, which means that the Sarutobi clan has died socially in Konoha village. Now even Shimura Danzo is also dead, and he has lost a right-hand man. What? At this time, Utatane Kaharu also seemed to react to 710, screamed in horror on his face, and slumped on the chair in horror. How can it be? Mitokado Homura stomped his feet with a distorted complexion, as if he had lost his mind. He stretched out his hands and covered his head in pain. The whole person was trembling. Yes. Advertisement. The box contained the head of Shimura Danzo. Although the head of this person has been blurred by the blood, as Shimura Danzo's friends for many years, whether it is Sarutobi Hiruzen, Utatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, he can recognize it at a glance. Up. Judging from the distorted look on the head and the unwilling look in the eyes, Shimura Danzo must be dead. Why is it so? Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen glanced at Shimura Danzo's head, panicking involuntarily. And when he thought that the disappeared Uchiha clan and Sarutobi clan ninjas were killed overnight, he suddenly felt cold all over his body. How could Danzo die? Why? Does the Uchiha clan still have hidden means? Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura reluctantly took a deep breath, suppressing the fear in their hearts, and then gave out unbelievable looks. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. I thought today was a good day to celebrate Uchiha's extermination. For this reason, the Konoha executives were so excited that they stayed up all night, and now they are all right. The surprise did not wait, they just waited for a thunderbolt. Reminiscent of the disappearance of the Uchiha clan and the ninja of the Sarutobi clan being killed overnight. I thought the clowns belonged to the Uchiha clan, but now it seems. The clowns seem to be the top of Konoha village, that is, themselves. All of a sudden, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura couldn't help but glanced at each other, and each could see the color of horror in their eyes. You go out. At the next moment, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen seemed to have thought of something, clenched his fists, and commanded with a sullen expression. Advertisement. Yes, Lord 3rd Hokage heard this sentence. The Anbu ninja and genin of the Sarutobi clan came out of the office in shock. They are not naive, of course they know that something big is wrong. Konoha has something big, and staying here again, just by the anger of Konoha's senior management, they can scare them to death. Damn it, we are overcast. Who on earth is calculating us behind? All the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan were killed. Is this hitting me in the face? After the genin of the Anbu and Sarutobi clan left, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura no longer suppressed their angry BCBF expressions, and yelled. How many years has it been? Haven't they been slapped like this? Kill Shimura Danzo. Kill all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan. What are they trying to do? Do you want to use these things to test the patience of their high-level Konoha? What should I do now? The plan to destroy the Uchiha clan must have failed. Must find out who was behind the scenes. Soon, after 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura vented, they looked at each other, their expressions were full of killing intent. To be honest, after taking charge of Konoha village, they haven't encountered anything of such a bad nature. What's even more frustrating is that when things have developed up to now, they don't even know the people who are doing it, so they can only furious and competently hear. Will it be the Uchiha clan? I don't know how long Udatane Kaharu's expression changed before gritted his teeth and said, this Konoha village's scourge family, after killing Danzo and the elite of the Root organization, also killed all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan, and finally escaped overnight. Konoha village. Advertisement. Impossible. Are you kidding me? Before the words were over, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen retorted coldly, the strength of the Uchiha clan, we all know, otherwise, this time the Uchiha annihilation plan would not pass. Do you think that if the Uchiha clan has a back player, they will always endure it? Mitokado Homura also added with an ugly face. Over the years, we have frantically suppressed and rejected the Uchiha clan. Haven't we seen the Uchiha clan daring to resist? This. When Udatane Kaharu heard the words, he fell silent. Quiet. The office is in silence again. Somehow, the three of them all vaguely felt a vague premonition. It seems that there is a big net that has enveloped the entire Konoha village. Bang. Suddenly, at this moment, accompanied by the sound of opening the door, an Anbu ninja ran in a panic again, and said in a shocking statement, Lord 3rd Hokage, the patriarch of the Uchiha clan Uchiha Fugaku and the elite Jonin Uchiha Ryujin are here. What? Uchiha Fugaku? He dared to come. It's just a self-inflicted snare. So really good. After this sentence, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, who were frowning and panicked, were as if they had grasped a deadly clue, and their eyes suddenly lit up. There is a way to heaven. You don't go. Hell has no way to cast your own money. 4%. Chapter 76. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 76 Naruto office sign in 2 more tiers and kneels for subscription. After a few minutes, Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Ryujin walked into Naruto's office under the leadership of an Anbu ninja. Just walked into the door. The 3 invisible killing intents passed away in a flash. Can it be tolerated? Perceiving these 3 killing intents, Uchiha Ryujin calmly suppressed his inner smile, and walked into the Hokage office without expression. Last night, after killing all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan, the Uchiha clan moved out of the Uchiha clan's clan land overnight and hid in a large basement in Nanga Shrine. As for how to avoid Anbu ninja's surveillance, of course, it was Sharingan's illusion. Therefore, from the beginning to the end, Anbu ninja didn't know what happened in Uchiha. Fugaku, are you here? Seeing Uchiha Fugaku and Uchiha Ryujin, the pupils of 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes shrank slightly, but they still barely showed a smile that they considered kind. As for Uchiha Ryujin, it was ignored by 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. Uchiha Fugaku has no expression on the surface, but in his heart he wants to laugh. After all, as soon as he entered the gate, Sarutobi Hiruzen, Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura stared at him, as if they wanted to eat him. Uchiha family, were you okay last night? 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen slowly picked up the pipe and said inadvertently. Advertisement. Something. The voice hasn't finished yet. Uchiha Fugaku said with horror on his face. What's the matter? After hearing this sentence, Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned, and the hand holding the pipe tightened slightly. And Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, who had been holding back, also glanced at each other silently, and squeezed kunai in their hands. Haha. Uchiha Fugaku is undoubtedly a qualified politician. After a big laugh, he said, I lied to you, but it's okay. The Uchiha family had a good time last night. Sarutobi Hiruzen was stunned for a moment, and then nodded in a rather calm manner. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. As for Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, their expressions are a bit stiff, and the karma in their hands is squeezed and held again. If Sarutobi Hiruzen had ordered in advance, both of them wanted to confront Uchiha Fugaku, and then ordered Anbu to grab Uchiha Fugaku and interrogate them. So tolerable are some born politicians. Looking at this scene in front of me, Uchiha Ryujin sighed involuntarily. Obviously knowing that the other party is lying, he is already furious in his heart, obviously waiting for the other party to show down, but he just didn't tear his face. This may be the reason why Sarutobi Hiruzen is the longest-lived Naruto in Konoha's history and the longest-lived Naruto, so it is called Shino. As for whether it is the strongest Naruto in history, that is a question mark. Seeing that both sides are imagining each other, trying to test each other, Uchiha Ryujin said in a silent voice, System, sign in the Hokage office. 1 second, 10 seconds and 30 seconds. Finally, after 1 minute. Advertisement. The clear prompt sound of the system finally sounded. Ding. Congratulations to host. Congratulations to host. Successfully signed in at the sign-in location of the System Refresh Hokage office. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining 5 elements unseal, 3-party seal, sealing technique ghoul sealing, 5 escape Dalyen bullet technique, compound ninja earth dragon flame flow. Ding. The reward has been distributed to the system space, and the host can check it at any time. Once the fusion is accepted, the host can use it with a tap of both hands. As expected of the Hokage office, there are so many rewards. Listening to the prompts of the system, Uchiha Ryujin nodded silently. Over the years, the system has continuously refreshed the sign-in location, but it has not been refreshed to the Hokage office. It's been 10 years since I signed in. I don't know if it was intentional or undoubtedly refreshed to the Hokage office. When I checked in at the Naruto office, I got 2 S-level seals, 1 A-level seals, and 2 compound ninjutsu. The tripartite seal among them seems to be in the biography of Fu Ren. It probably first separated 2 shadow clones, and then the main body and the 2 clones opened a green transparent pyramid enchantment in the 3 directions of the south, east and west. Form a hard wall to control the opponent in the enchantment. Ask for flowers. And just when Uchiha Ryujin is counting the harvest, pop. Maybe I don't want to do superficial work anymore. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen stood up, patted the table fiercely, and roared, Uchiha Fugaku, what did you Uchiha do last night? Damn it. Uchiha Fugaku, you can really pretend. Advertisement. Seeing Third Hokage couldn't bear it, Utatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura didn't hesitate, their bodies flashed, and Uchiha Fugaku was sandwiched between them. With these angry voices, outside the Hokage building, there was a sound of breaking through the air, and the Anbu ninjas who had been ambushing quickly surrounded the Naruto building and entered a state of battle. 0. Sarutobi Hiruzen, do you still want to ask me what happened yesterday? It's okay not to say. When I said that Uchiha Fugaku was also angry, he said coldly. Last night, Danzo brought the root ninja to destroy the Uchiha clan. Don't you Konoha executives know? No. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded with a gloomy face, since you know it, then don't ask. Uchiha Fugaku glanced at Sarutobi Hiruzen, Utatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, and relentlessly ridiculed that Danzo and the root organization were destroyed by our Uchiha clan. What? Just rely on your Uchiha clan. Impossible. After hearing these words, Sarutobi Hiruzen, Utatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura were taken aback for a moment, then as if they had heard some joke, they sneered and shook their heads. Joke. The strength of the Uchiha clan is a few kilograms, and Konoha's high-level leaders know how it is possible to destroy Danzo and the roots. Of course our Uchiha clan can't, but when it comes to this. As soon as Uchiha Fugaku's conversation turned, he looked at Uchiha Ryujin. The meaning of the expression was very simple. I can't hold on anymore. You can say something quickly. 45%. Chapter 77. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 77 Showdown, Conqueror's Haki. Okay. Perceiving Uchiha Fugaku's gaze asking for help, Uchiha Ryujin's face remained unchanged, and he nodded inadvertently. Call. When Uchiha Fugaku saw this, he couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. To be honest, this is the first time that he straightened his waist in front of Konoha's high-level staff and spoke unscrupulously. Which is like before. As the patriarch of the Uchiha clan, facing the high-level officials of Konoha village, they were afraid of words and were afraid of being careless, so they asked the high-level Konoha to wear small shoes to the Uchiha clan and put an unreasonable charge. But, after all, the senior Konoha is the senior Konoha. When he is really angry, he is alone, and there are still some things that can't stand it. In the next 2 or 3 quarters, under Sarutobi Hiruzen, Udatane Kaharu, and Mitokado Homura's surprised gaze, Uchiha Fugaku hurriedly got up, completely ignoring Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura who were holding Kuwu, and made a gesture of invitation to Uchiha Ryujin. There is quite a kind. Will Uchiha Ryujin get out of the mountain the taste of this? Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, Mitokado Homura, Udatane Kaharu, when they saw this, they looked very angry and became a little surprised. Obviously I don't understand what Uchiha Fugaku wants to do. Uchiha Fugaku, what on earth do you want to do? Damn, are you kidding us? Maybe it's some panic. Mitokado Homura and Udatane Kaharu's eyes flashed with cold light, and they quickly violently attacked Uchiha Fugaku in a left-to-right combination. Advertisement. And Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes flickered with cold light, and he also stretched out his right hand, intending to give orders and let Anbu ambush his hands. No way. Now that I have torn my face. Then you can only capture Uchiha Fugaku first, and then tortured him to find out the truth about everything. Ha ha. Facing the attacks of Mitokado Homura and Udatane Kaharu, Uchiha Fugaku smiled disdainfully, clasped his hands on his chest, did not even mean to fight back, just stood there straight. Despise us. Mitokado Homura and Udatane Kaharu suppressed the anger in their hearts, and pierced Uchiha Fugaku's eyes with the speed of lightning. Tell you to despise us. Then only stab your Sharingan and make you a waste. But in the next moment, a monstrous aura burst out from Uchiha Ryujin's body, and in an instant, it rushed straight into the sky and swept the entire Hokage building. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. It made the Naruto building. Without warning, there were wisps of cracks visible to the naked eye. King of Ninja World, heaven and earth surrender. That's right, this is Conqueror's Haki, one of Conqueror's Haki. After unlocking and fusing Whitebeard's template, Uchiha Ryujin has never fully released his royal qualifications and imperial spirit. Now, facing the third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen of Konoha village, he finally couldn't help but explode. For Konoha village, he has never had a sense of belonging. Therefore, even if he travels to the Uchiha clan and activates the god-level sign in system, he did not deliberately change any plot. Advertisement. Just thinking. Sign in silently by myself, then take a few wives. Finally, wait until the 4th Ninja War, and then with an invincible posture, amaze everyone and shock the entire ninja world. The results of it. The Uchiha clan is going to be annihilated. He is not Uchiha Shisui, Uchiha Itachi, the 2nd and 5th boy. In desperation, Uchiha Ryujin can only sign for 10 years before breaking out. Ever since, in this case, boom. This terrifying Conqueror's Haki. Under Uchiha Ryujin's precise control, mixed with Uchiha Ryujin's inner unhappiness. All bombarded Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, Sarutobi Hiruzen, and the Anbu ninjas who had been ambushing around the Naruto building. This. Uchiha Ryujin, he actually broke out with such an amazing aura. Impossible. The moment I felt Conqueror's Haki, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura were about to attack Uchiha Fugaku, their bodies froze in place, and they exclaimed directly. Even third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen showed a look of consternation. Immediately after, the weaker Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, as well as the Anbu ninjas around the Naruto building, they didn't even realize what was going on. They felt their head buzzed, and their body trembled, and they froze in place. Impossible. This is not an illusion, it is pure awe-inspiring coercion. At this time, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, the closest to Uchiha Ryujin, had their old faces twisted in horror after their bodies froze in place. Advertisement. They never thought someone can burst out with such a terrifying aura and coercion. Uchiha Ryujin glanced at Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura indifferently, and snorted coldly. Boom. Hear this cold snort. Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura's mind was completely out of control. They only felt like they saw a white-bearded man, holding up their fists, and carrying the power of destroying the world, and bombarding them. Facing this terrible scene, Udatane Kaharu and Mitokado Homura, who are already old. I couldn't support it anymore. My mind trembled violently, and finally my mind buzzed 2.2, completely blank. Puff puff puff. After a few seconds, the sound of falling to the ground sounded. Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura's body fell to the ground first. And those Anbu ninjas lying around the Naruto building, except for a few elite Jonin, fell to the ground in no particular order. But Rao is so. The few Anbu elite Jonin, after reacting, looked at the Hokage building with horror. They are not fools, of course they know. This momentum came from the Hokage building. 45%. Chapter 78. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 78 Killing Midokado Homura and Udatane Kaharu. Inside the Naruto office, it's okay. Uchiha Ryujin converged to Conqueror's Haki when he moved his mind, and nodded with satisfaction after feeling with observation Haki. For the first time, Conqueror's Haki was fully used, just at the beginning. It was a little bit out of control, and it shattered the Hokage building. But, next, under his ingenious control, Conqueror's Haki only worked on Udatane Kaharu, Midokado Homura, Sarutobi Hiruzen, and Anbu ninjas around the Naruto building. You turned out to be you. At this time, Udatane Kaharu, who was shaken to the ground by Conqueror's Haki, was still trembling violently, but a pair of eyes looked at Uchiha Ryujin incredibly. This Uchiha ninja who was not seen by her at all unleashed such a terrifying aura, just like a natural emperor, even if she was suppressed. Uchiha Ryujin, are you hiding so deeply? Midokado Homura was also paralyzed on the ground. The glasses on his cheeks had fallen off, and an old face was full of incredible colors. Obviously, he did not expect Uchiha Ryujin to explode with such a terrifying aura. Advertisement. As for third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen, even though he was still sitting on the office chair, he could no longer remain calm anymore, and there was a huge wave in his heart. The truth has been revealed since the development of the matter up to now. Even fools know that Uchiha Ryujin is the black hand behind the Uchiha clan. This can explain why Danzo and the root organization's elite, as well as all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan, were counter-killed. In the face of Conqueror's Haki, he relied on his Naruto's momentum and strength to resist, but he couldn't accept the fact that Uchiha Ryujin was behind everything. It's just that third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't figure it out. He has been monitoring Uchiha Ryujin with a crystal ball, and asked Uchiha Shisui to test Uchiha Ryujin, which proved that Uchiha Ryujin is a pure physical ninja, not ninjutsu ninja. A Uchiha's pure physical ninja, no matter how you look at it, there is no threat. Now it's good. Just such a man without threat. However, it broke the Uchiha plan to destroy the clan and killed all the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan. Now he is going to the Naruto office to release his momentum. Such things as face-to-face slaps. Sarutobi Hiruzen's heart is really as uncomfortable as eating shit, but there is no other way. If he knew this, he should have killed Uchiha Ryujin in the first place. Read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. And seeing this scene, the only person in the office who can keep calm is Uchiha Fugaku. After seeing the terrifying strength of Uchiha Ryujin, I then felt the aura released by Uchiha Ryujin. There is no wave in his heart, and he is even a little grateful. Fortunately, Uchiha Ryujin was born in the Uchiha clan. Otherwise, he can speak well now, right? At this time, the corners of Uchiha Ryujin's mouth slightly cocked, and he walked a few steps forward, looking down at Udatane Kaharu and Midokado Homura condescendingly, and said quietly, "Do you still want to do it?" Advertisement. Uchiha Ryujin, are you trying to rebel? Looking up at Uchiha Ryujin, Udatane Kaharu, even though he was terrified in his heart, still scolded in a stern voice. You have been hiding for so many years, it is really wolfish ambition. Kill us if you have the ability. Before the words were over, Midokado Homura seemed to have the courage, eyes were fixed, took a deep breath, in a high-pitched tone, said, "We are the high-level Konoha village, once you kill." I haven't finished speaking yet. Once Uchiha Ryujin shook his right hand, Kong Yunchi appeared in his hand, raised the knife in his hand, and cut off Midokado Homura's head neatly. Special. He has even heard such a request for death, sneer. Along with the sound of blood spraying, Midokado Homura felt his head and body branch house before he could even react. Why is it so? This is the last thought in Midokado Homura's mind. From FCK, he was used to being aloof, he just threatened Uchiha Ryujin simply, but he didn't expect Uchiha Ryujin to play his cards so unreasonably. He would kill if he said to kill, and he didn't hesitate. You killed Midokado Homura again. Watching Midokado Homura beheaded, Udatane Kaharu's old face suddenly changed, and he screamed. Looking at Uchiha Ryujin's gaze, it was already full of fear. In her opinion, this Uchiha Ryujin is a demon who kills without blinking. Uchiha Ryujin, you. Advertisement. Witnessing Midokado Homura's death, and thinking of Shimura Danzo's head hidden under his desk, third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen may be too angry and his body began to tremble. You heard, he told me to kill him. Uchiha Ryujin shrugged indifferently and said with a chuckle, I have never heard such a request for 543 death in my life. By the way, and you. At the next moment, Uchiha Ryujin seemed to have thought of something. A ray of cold flashed in his eyes, cutting the grass but not removing the roots, and the spring breeze was blowing again. Since he has already taken action, then a good person will do it to the end. Send the Buddha to the west, and let Shimura Danzo, Mitokado Homura, Udatain Kaharu, go to unite below. You make me upset and prevent me from signing in silently. Then I will kill you. If you go to his sister's plot, I will surrender and give up. Perceiving Uchiha Ryujin's undisguised killing intent, Udatain Kaharu was completely panicked. As a person who is above 10,000 people, she still doesn't want to die. Laugh. Unfortunately, it's too late. I saw Kong Yun cut through a very strange arc. Udatain Kaharu's head flew out. Like Mitokado Homura, perhaps until she died, she didn't even think about why Uchiha Ryujin was so cruel and cruel. Anyway, they are also high-level Konoha village. How much do you have to worry about? The results of it. Uchiha Ryujin killed them like dogs. 46%. Chapter 79. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 79. Let Konoha upset. One more tears and kneels for subscription. Boom. A clear voice sounded. This is the sound of Udatain Kaharu's head falling to the ground. Quiet. The whole office is dead silent. Watching Uchiha Ryujin kill Mitokado Homura and Udatain Kaharu cleanly and neatly, both Uchiha Fugaku and Sarutobi Hiruzen have an unbelievable face, like being struck by lightning. Terrible. Terrible. No way. Neither of them thought that Uchiha Ryujin would not make a move, and once he made a move, there would be no chance for Mitokado Homura and Udatain Kaharu to speak. After a few seconds of grunting, Uchiha Fugaku swallowed carefully, and the gaze at Uchiha Ryujin had changed from shock to admiration and admiration. Talking and laughing, killing Konoha's high-level Udatain Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, and Shimura Danzo, in the ninja world. Maybe there is only Uchiha Ryujin, right? It's too violent, too overbearing. It's over. Konoha village is completely over. Single quote. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen only felt the darkness in front of him, and the sky was spinning for a while. He just wanted to stop Uchiha Ryujin, but Uchiha Ryujin took the shot too fast and it was too late. He could only watch Mitokado Homura and Udatain Kaharu beheaded. It's good now. Advertisement. Shimura Danzo, Udatain Kaharu, Mitokado Homura are all dead. The elite of the Root organization has also been lost, and the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan have also been killed. It can be said that the strength of Konoha village has been weakened by at least 3 levels. Once the news spreads, you don't need to think about it. Sunagakure, Iwagakure, Cloud Shinobi Village, Kurigakure will not let go of the opportunity to beat the dog. After all, Konoha village won the final victory in the Second Ninja World War and the Third Ninja World War. Now Konoha Civil War, a God-given opportunity, fools know that the time is right, it is time to counterattack Konoha village. In this situation, Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen is the more he thinks, the more he gets scared, the more he thinks, the more horrible he is. He has worked hard all his life, just want to sit in the position of Naruto for a longer time, and Konoha village will develop peacefully for a longer time, so as to guide Konoha village forward. Now, everything is in vain. However, read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen won't know. If it wasn't for his own problems, Uchiha Ryujin wouldn't be forced to explode. There must be an effect if there is a cause, and now his retribution is coming. Uchiha Ryujin. Maybe it's unbearable. Maybe I feel that my Naruto career has come to an end. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. Although the expression on the old face is hard to see the extreme, but it still roars hoarsely. What do you want to do? Konoha village will be dragged into the abyss by you, and the disaster will be lost. Single quote. Oh, looking at Sarutobi Hiruzen who looked like a clown in front of him, Uchiha Ryujin shook his head in disdain, and said, "You are eating your own evil." Yes. Advertisement. Sarutobi Hiruzen was a human being when he was young. Otherwise, second Hokage won't pass the position of third Hokage to him. He won by Danzo, and he relied on a more determined dedication than Danzo. But after sitting in the position of Naruto, the whole person has changed, becoming crazy obsessed with the position of Hokage. Konoha Beidou was accused of giving up the mission to save his companions. Sarutobi remained silent. For the increasingly dangerous Orochimaru, he did not pay attention to it, but to indulge Orochimaru for the position of Naruto. Ninetales did not respond to Minato on the night of the chaos of Ninetales. Too much assistance. After Minato died, he chose to return as Hokage, and the placement of Naruto, the extermination of the Uchiha clan, etc. Do you think your Uchiha clan is normal? Looking at Uchiha Ryujin's disdainful look, third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen's cold voice, the strong of your Uchiha clan, which one is normal? Uchiha Madara, Uchiha Izuna, Uchiha Kagami, Uchiha Shisui, Uchiha Itachi, even Uchiha Fugaku is not a normal person, and you are not a normal person. Single quote. So, it's good for everyone to destroy your Uchiha clan. When it comes to this. Sarutobi Hiruzen patted his chest, and added bitterly, do you know how hard I have worked for the peace and prosperity of Konoha village? Do you know how tolerant I am? Yes, you are right. After hearing these words, Uchiha Ryujin rarely agrees with Sarutobi Hiruzen's point of view. As long as the Uchiha clan is strong, as long as the Mangekyo Sharingan is turned on, it seems that there are some mental problems. It becomes a little more normal. But what does that matter? As long as he is normal, it has nothing to do with him if others are abnormal. No, he awakened the system, which seemed abnormal. Now everything is over. Konoha village is also over. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen shook his head madly, and said with a sullen expression, I will have nothing to scruples. Advertisement. The voice hasn't fallen yet. Sarutobi Hiruzen exploded with a pound of phosphorus chakra fluctuation. Obviously, after he was completely disrupted by Uchiha Ryujin's hard work in his life, he has gone completely crazy. It is good. When Uchiha Ryujin saw this, his eyes lit up and he chuckled, since he has nothing to worry about, Zhao Zhao let Konoha village completely shake up the world. Han after Kong Gen said. Uchiha Ryujin clenched both fists and fists. In the glowing white halo, two armed sex tyrants. The entangling fist struck the air. Boom. In bad time, the horrible shock force is like a magnitude 13 earthquake, violently sweeping toward Konoha village. Click. Accompanied by the sound of bursts of air. Without any sign, with the Hokage building as the center, there were wisps of cracks visible to the naked eye in the air, spreading out like water waves, causing the air in the entire Konoha village to crack. Chapter 80. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Advertisement. Chapter 80 Public Execution Sarutobi Hiruzen, second more kneeling for subscription. Konoha village. Because of the destruction of the root organization, Shimura Danzo was killed, and news of the killing of the ninjas of the Sarutobi clan has not spread, so. As usual, very peaceful, however. Just when Konoha village is as usual, boom. First, an aura that made the soul tremble flashed away. A few minutes later, for some reason, the air in Konoha village was like a mirror, with cracks appearing in no particular order. In an instant, seeing the fissures in the air, the time and space of the entire Konoha village seems to have stagnated. Whether it's a civilian or a ninja, there is an incredible expression on his cheeks, and there is only one thought in his mind, that is, the air will crack like this. What? Not good. Enemy attack, enemy attack. Hurry, hurry, go to the Hokage building, something happened to Lord Third Hokage. Soon, after the initial horror, the civilians and ninjas of the entire Konoha village finally reacted and made an uproar. Advertisement. Ever since, in this situation, many 323 civilians ran towards the refuge subconsciously. As for the ninjas of Konoha village and the ninjas of the major families, they looked at the Naruto building with a solemn expression. If you read it correctly, these air cracks seem to have spread from the direction of the Naruto building. Go to the Hokage office. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen is in trouble. Soon, the patriarchs of the Hyuga clan, Akamaiki clan, Nara clan, Yamanaka clan, Inu family clan, and the elite ninjas in the clan flew towards the Naruto building. And many Anbu ninjas who were patrolling unknowingly also flew towards the Hokage office with a look of horror. At the same time, in the Hokage office. What blood succession boundary is this? Watching Uchiha Ryujin crack the air with one punch, read more at hotmtlnovel.zi. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes shrank slightly, and a wisp of timidity flashed on his crazy cheeks. From the just overbearing chi, BCFA, momentum, to the current cracks in the air of Konoha village, the more this Uchiha Ryujin reveals, the more frightened and unbelievable he will be. Wait a minute, could he be? At the next moment, Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen seemed to have thought of something. He pointed his finger at Uchiha Ryujin, and said in horror, do you want to attract all the ninjas in Konoha village? That's right. Uchiha Ryujin nodded nonchalantly. He just blasted the air and didn't have any substantive offensive power, just to make things worse. Advertisement. Joke. Now that things have reached this point, then simply play it big and explode Sarutobi Hiruzen in full view, so that the firewall of the third generation political group will come to an end. Your heart is terrible. Single quote. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen seems to have realized it too, and suddenly there is some panic in his heart. Is this Uchiha Ryujin trying to make him discredited in Konoha village? Is this just the beginning? Uchiha Ryujin used observation haki to perceive it, perceiving that people are almost coming, and stomped his right foot severely. Click. Affected by this, the Naruto building, which was already crumbling, collapsed instantly. Go. Swish accompanied by a few cracking sounds. Uchiha Ryujin, Uchiha Fugaku, and Sarutobi Hiruzen flew out and stood on a square in front of the Hokage building. Lord Third Hokage. This seems to be Uchiha Ryujin of the Uchiha clan. What is going on? Could it be that the Uchiha clan wants to rebel and has already reached the Hokage office? At this time, many Konoha village ninjas who had already rushed to the Naruto building looked at Uchiha Ryujin and Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen who were facing each other in the square. Only the patriarchs of some families have inadvertently changed their expressions, and they have set off a huge wave in their hearts. Without a doubt, looking at the current situation, Konoha's high-level Uchiha extermination plan failed. As for why it failed, I don't know yet, but this Uchiha Ryujin may be a hidden key figure of the Uchiha clan. Suddenly, the patriarchs of families such as Hyuga Hiyashi, Akamaiki Choza, Nara Shikahisa, Yamanaka Keiichi, Aburame Shiwei, etc., their expressions suddenly became subtle. Advertisement. Ryujin, what are you trying to do? Might Guy, who had arrived long ago, muttered to himself in disbelief, does he want to rebel? This. Next to him, Kakashi, who had just quit Anbu, changed his expression suddenly, saying that it was impossible in his heart. The Uchiha clan actually rebelled. It's still this kind of rebellion from Lord Third Hokage. Ryujin-san, isn't it too powerful? Seeing this scene, Azuki Yuyan and Yurihong were shocked in their hearts, and also revealed a ray of astonishment. Guys, don't get me wrong, our Uchiha clan was just forced to fight back. Suddenly. There was another sound of breaking through the air. I saw Uchiha Fugaku holding 3 heads, and his body appeared in the square in a flash. Is this the head of the Konoha elders? Uchiha Fugaku didn't say it's okay. As soon as someone looked at it, they happened to see the deadly faces of Shimura Danzo, Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura, and the heads of Mitokado Homura were pale in fright, their hearts trembled, and there was an uproar sound. Died. Udatane Kaharu, Mitokado Homura of the Konoha elders, and Shimura Danzo, the leader of the Roots, are all dead. For a while, there is only one thought in everyone's heart. That is, this Uchiha clan is so violent, so daring.